would like to welcome you guys to the Legal Wars podcast. For those of you guys who always come into the stream, the chat, or you guys who are watching it after the video was uploaded, you guys know the drill. We'll just give it a few minutes, let some people pop up in here, and then we'll get started. Good morning, good morning. As you guys come in, please introduce yourselves, say hello, jump down in the comments, say hello. We're going to have a really good stream this morning. It's a bunch to go over, a lot of interesting content, topics. Good morning, good morning. You guys come in, please jump down in the comment section. Introduce yourselves real quick. We're going to have a great stream this morning. Great stream. A lot of great content. Got to take my stomach medicine real quick. Good morning, Johnny Cash. How's it going? How's it going? Good morning, guys. As y'all come in, please introduce yourselves. Say hello. Jump down in the comments real quick. The comment section. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. I want to say good morning to all. We're going to have a great conversation this morning. As you guys come in, please introduce yourselves. Jump down in the comment section. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. You guys say good morning as y'all come in. Jump down in the comments. Say hello. Good morning, Lightning McDonald's, Fractured Christian. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I see some of you guys already starting to like the video. I appreciate that, guys. Guys, we're going to have some great content. I'm glad you guys could be here this morning. Appreciate it, Miss Holly. Good morning, and how are you doing? We're going to have some great conversation this morning. It's a whole lot to talk about, guys. I'm glad you guys could be with me. I think you guys are going to get blessed this morning. I really do. Really good content. If you guys have any interest in the election whatsoever, you guys know we're getting really close. We're just some weeks away. So you're going to get some great content, some great analysis this morning. I'm actually saying that, like, for me, doing it as long as I have and getting this close to the election, I'm actually taking it serious. I'm preparing like the intros and everything like it was a legal document or something. I'm really taking it serious, really looking into it. But guys, as y'all come in, I'll ask that you guys to say good morning down in the comments like Miss Holly did, like Lightning McDonald's and Fractured Christian did. And I appreciate you guys being here this morning. We're going to wait a few more minutes, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and start the content. And we'll just let the people come in as they come in. Marto, good morning, sir. He says, is that a mega hat? No, sir, it's not a mega hat this morning. Chris Johnston. No, sir. Just I appreciate that, but we're going to get into the content. I'm going to go ahead and get started for you guys. Like this morning, I did a prelude, you know what I'm saying, before the intro. Because I just think that, you know what I'm saying, it's very important that we understand this, that we acknowledge this, and that we recognize like the season that we're in as Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we get so charged up about the election. We care so much about these issues. We ground stakes within the politician. You know what I'm saying? But we got to realize that we are all Americans first. We're supposed to be in this together. Our founding fathers created a debate, not a war amongst ourselves. With that being said, let me jump into it. Good morning, guys. Jay Herbo, good morning. Tina Sessoms, good morning. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Glad you could be with me. Guys, we're going to have great content this morning, a great discussion, probably the best stream I've ever done. I really mean that. Good morning, Jay Herbo. If you guys haven't already, I ask that you guys will like the video and let's get started. So, guys, before the introduction, I just want to highlight, if you guys did not know this, that Riverside County Sheriff Chad Banco said that an arrest was made at the campaign event that Trump had in Coachella on Saturday that could have possibly saved his life. For it would have been the third assassination attempt on him in roughly 4 months. Guys, I want you to pause for a minute, okay, and think about that. 2 attempts have already been made, okay, and the police in California, and by the grace of God, believe they stopped the 3rd attempt. Trump threatening to go after American citizens is not helping. This is my opinion. And we have for years been trying to tell him to be presidential and not petty and to tone down his rhetoric, okay? General Milley came out, guys. Let me pause. I didn't say President Obama. I didn't say President Biden. I didn't say President Clinton. I said General Milley, who honorably led the American troops for decades and actually worked in the Trump administration as the top military brass. The general called Trump a fascist. Trump, in my opinion, is ignoring all of the warning signs, and he isn't even president. And there are more people who are actively seeking an opportunity to take him off this earth. If he values his life and his message, that's the most important thing. Because I think, look, some people, you guys know I'm not really partisan because I have a lot of conservative values. So some people think that, you know what I'm saying, like he's doing everything for himself. But he's saying this for the message. You guys, a lot of Republicans support him for his policies. So that's important. If he values his life and his message, I would seriously advise him to tone it down, because I'm afraid once, and if he becomes president, the attempts on his life will become more frequent. And it seems as though the energy around him that is causing people to continuously want to take his life will not improve or stop until he changes the way he publicly speaks. It still might not improve then. Guys, that's my take. I welcome you guys to jump down in the comment section, give me your thoughts. And with that being said, guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Let's get started. The name of the stream is Gloves Off. It's Kamala's new opportunity agenda, showing wisdom from carefully distancing from Biden, okay? So VP Harris has agreed to go on Fox News. Guys, I'm going to stop right there. I know it's early in the stream. I should have put this later in the stream. But guys, how many times you guys heard me talk about this? You know what I'm saying? How many times have we went on TV and we heard people say, oh, she's scared to go on Fox News. How's she going to sit down with Biden? I mean, how's she going to sit down with Putin? You know, guys, we've been hearing this, okay? So, guys, if y'all did not know that VP Harris has agreed to go on Fox News on Wednesday to do an interview on the network. What I have to say to that is bravo, VP Harris, bravo. So, Kamala, this will shut the mouths of many pundits and Republicans. And more importantly than that, it will in many ways show extreme courage and strength. Donald Trump refused to do a second debate. Donald Trump refuses to go on 60 Minutes. You know what I'm saying? And VP Harris said that Donald Trump's hiding. What you guys think? Get down in the comments and let me know. I'm going to jump down there in just a second. Okay? He is the one not doing interviews. VP Harris is doing an interview with Charlemagne the God. If you guys don't know him, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's doing that today in Detroit. Okay, it's like a town hall. She's going on Fox News. That's going to be with Brett Baer. I think that's on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central. And she did like how many interviews last week? Guys, we seen her at church on Sunday correctly quoting scriptures. I'm saying I knew the Harris comeback was going to come in full effect. I believe in VP Harris. With Kamala going on Fox News, she has proven to the silent observer. That's what's important. Not the people who support Trump, not the people who support her, those independents, those people in the middle, the silent observer who is sitting behind the scenes watching, seeing if VP Harris not only has the courage, but the wherewithal to stand in the gap. Her campaign, and please listen to me right now, guys, okay? To her campaign, please prepare the vice president for that Fox interview. You guys know the questions they're gonna ask. More importantly, just let her be herself. Let her be a regular person. I think she will do great, and you have to believe in her, okay? Too scripted. Let her be herself. Let her be a regular person. That's how you're going to connect with the American people, because you're running against a guy who will speak off the cuff at a moment's notice. And people in politics used to think that was bad, but after centuries of politicians lying to the American people, having a politician like Trump who will say stuff that probably really doesn't need to be said is refreshing to a lot of Americans. Jump down in the comments, guys. Tell me where I'm wrong. I know it's early in the morning. You guys let me know. Okay, so when's the last time we seen a Democrat on Fox News besides Pete Buttigieg and Governor Walz, okay? Or Barack Obama, I say. Okay, so with Christian nationalists comparing Donald Trump to Moses and Abraham, listening to that, okay? Christian nationalists, I'm not saying that there aren't Christian nationalists who aren't real Christians. What I'm saying is Christian nationalists, that's a political movement. That has nothing to do with God, okay? With them comparing Donald Trump to Moses and Abraham, I'm going to just leave that right there. I have to say the Kool-Aid. Where my Kool-Aid at? I know it's early in the morning. I got extra Kool-Aid on deck for all you guys. You feel me? I got that strong stuff and I got that light stuff. You feel me? The Kool-Aid. Okay, now, Jim Jones references take a lot more sinister meaning right now. With Donald Trump saying he wants to use the military on American citizens, and General Milley saying that Trump is a facet, I have to agree with VP Harris. Donald Trump is appearing as a weak, delusional man, or has somehow convinced even some of the elect that he is a messianic figure, when Christians and black should not be deceived and that Trump has not really done anything special for the black community or for the Christians. Y'all get down in the comments. Tell me where I'm wrong. Guys, don't run out when someone's saying something you don't agree with. It's time to have a debate, guys. We're getting ever so close to selecting the leader of the free world, the new president. So, guys, if I'm saying something you don't like and you run away, in my opinion, that's just being weak. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's have a conversation. Let's have a debate. Tell me why you feel the way you feel, like I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel, okay? Now, what Christians and blacks should not be deceived in that Trump has never done anything too special for our community, and his actions are not in no way Christian. Tell me where I'm wrong. However, he has convinced everyone that he is a strong, godly man, but I just do not see it. So, guys, here's my question, okay? What do you guys think of Harris' upcoming interview on Fox? Would you still consider her weak after her appearance on Fox? Also, guys, I predicted Harris will come back strong this week. For you guys who was in the chat last week, you know I said that. I said that Donald Trump had a really good week. He had the best week he's had since she got in the election. But I predicted that she's going to come back strong this week and will dull Trump's momentum and pull back ahead of Trump in the polls by the 20th. Guys, that's in 5 days. If you guys go back and watch my previous streams, y'all know I said that. I said by the 20th. This before I knew anything that was going on this week. This before I knew she was going on Fox. This before I knew about Charlemagne the God. This before I knew anything that's going on. I said, didn't I say that? That on the 20th, she was going to come back. Now, do you guys agree with my assessment thus far? And one last question. Can you tell me what is the difference between a Christian nationalist and a real Christian? Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. I'm glad that you guys could be with me this morning. We're going to have a real lively conversation. If you guys have not already, I ask that you guys like the video, that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Most importantly, guys, I ask you guys to get down in the comments, man. We having a great debate, a lively debate. You guys let your voices be heard. And also, guys, anything you guys want to talk about, if you want to donate to the channel, just hit that super chat button, and I'm going to stop everything I'm doing. I'm going to read your comment, and we can have the discussion. Now, I see a lot of you guys in here. I appreciate you guys being in here, participating in the process. I see Miss Cheryl Nedrick says, watching and saying the same. I think she must always remind the American people that Trump left the country sicker and poorer, and Biden administration has to clean up a good economy left to him by Obama. I agree with you, ma'am, on a lot of that sentiment. But Ms. Cheryl, as we get closer and closer to the election, what I think in my mind, I think it doesn't really matter about how it appears to us as much. It more matters how it appears to the American people, the optics of it, okay? I looked at some polls this weekend about how people feel the Biden economy is doing and how they felt the Trump economy did do, and they clearly favored the Trump economy over the Biden economy. So I think the most important thing for her is to safely and with wisdom put distance between her and Joe Biden. We're going to talk about that too a little bit more as we get on to the stream. But I want to say good morning, Ms. Cheryl. I appreciate you participating in the process. Joseph Pochetti says peace treaties with 6 countries. I appreciate you too, Joseph. If you want to elaborate on that, just jump down in the comments. I welcome you guys to have conversations amongst yourselves as well. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to have a lively debate this morning. We're going to keep the content moving. Mr. Robert James, I want to say good morning to Mr. Robert. He's a regular in the podcast. He says, you need to tell Harris to stop calling Trump names and stick to her policies. You need to stop dreaming. Laugh out loud. Sir, it's kind of hard whenever you have Donald Trump, who is continuously calling VP Harris and other candidates names. So, sir, it's kind of hard to compete with that without participating in that to some extent. Does that make sense? Especially if you see Trump taking a lead in the polls. I want to see VP Harris be more aggressive and to be stronger as she is. But as you know, sir, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you participating in the process. I'm trying to see. So I see Mark, is that Marto? He says, I remember the Obama and the Trump years. Trump years were the best, with my wallet full 4 years straight. Yes, sir. And what you're saying is something that we hear from a lot of people. I mean, guys, you think about this. So Donald Trump been charged with what? 34 felonies? He's had multiple assassination or more than one assassination attempt. He's been charged with civilly sexual assault, all kinds of stuff. And for him still to be close or deadlocked in this race, I'm saying, like, I think you got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe that, like, you know, it's a little deeper than what we look at on the surface. You know what I'm saying? Charles Faulkner says she can't separate herself from Biden. Charles, I would disagree with that, because simply put, the policies and proposals, which we are about to get to in just a second, are much different than Joe Biden's. Tell me where I'm wrong. I mean, we hadn't heard Biden say none of this stuff that she's proposing. So it's obviously that she's not the same as Joe Biden. So she definitely, in my opinion, if she wants the best chance to win this race, she definitely needs to separate herself from Joe Biden. Red Hunter, how are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Says it's okay for them to do it, then tell us not to do the same thing. What you mean, the name calling? Look, Mr. Hunter, this is what I'm saying. In my opinion, the name calling on either side should not be going on. But that being said, Trump has been up there 8 years. And Harris has been up there for what, 80 days, 90 days? So I'm saying Trump has been doing it. He was doing it since 1980, before then. He's not going to change it. So what I'm saying, to be able to compete with something like that, in my opinion, you have to come across strong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Because if people are looking for someone who appears, everything is about appearance. If people are looking for someone who appears strong, okay, but then they look at VP Harris, she's already a woman. To me, that's a disadvantage. If they look at VP Harris and Trump is coming across like he's some strong man, I'm saying that her poll numbers are lacking. He's doing good calling names. You feel me? I don't think that's the correct discourse, but that's where we at. So if he's doing good calling names for the moment, in my opinion, yeah, like, she got to get down with him, man, whatever it takes. She needs to get down with him. That's my opinion. But guys, I appreciate you guys participating in the discussion. Once again, that super chat's wide open, guys. You guys could just hit that super chat if you guys want to donate to the channel. Anything you guys want to talk about, I appreciate it. So, guys, as y'all know, and if you don't know, that's why you guys are here, I'm about to tell you. VP Harris is unveiling a new policy proposal, and it is geared towards Black men. It is called the Harris Opportunity Agenda for Black Men. And guys, I will just go down and I'll pinpoint some of the stuff that she's offering to the Black community. Okay, number one, $1 million loans to Black entrepreneurs, forgivable up to $20,000. Guys, that's huge. $1 million loans to Black entrepreneurs, forgivable up to $20K. Apprenticeship promotion. These aren't just random things that she just wrote down. This is her doing the research, speaking with the Black community, Black leaders, Black men, and them telling her what they felt like that they needed. And these are some of the things. Good morning, bless up, Kev. How you doing, my brother? The apprenticeship promotion. And all these policies are pretty much geared towards black men, okay? Another thing she came up with, strengthening public service loan forgiveness, okay? Investing in more black male teachers. What you guys think? Objectively, okay? What you guys think? This right here, I think, is huge. And if VP Harris wants to mobilize the younger vote, you see what I'm saying? I think if she is more public with this, I think she'll have potheads everywhere voting for her. But she also says she wants to legalize recreational marijuana. What you guys think about that? You know what I'm saying? You think it's too early for that? Or you guys think that it's already being legalized in half of the states? You might as well do it federally and get those tax dollars, which will help her pay for a lot of these programs, okay? And then the last thing, enhanced health care for the black community, okay? So those are the policies, the new policies, and her opportunity agenda that she has geared towards the black community. And these are already on top of proposals that she already have, which include a $25,000 credit for first-time homeowners, a $6,000 credit for families with newborns for the first 12 months. She wants to expand the post-COVID era tax breaks for all families with children, $50,000 tax break to start a small business. That's my personal favorite. I think that is just ginormous. Build 3 million new homes to help with the shortage on housing. There has been a humongous shortage on housing, and that's the reason why a lot of house prices of housing, rent, and home ownership is nearly unaffordable. You know what I'm saying? And then she wants to establish federal regulation to control price gouging on groceries. Guys, it's our time, chat. It's our time. It's our time, chat. So, guys, this is what I'm asking you. Let me ask you guys, for starters, what do you think about Kamala's new additions to her opportunity economy to help the black community? What do you think of her economic plan? And do you think her proposals will help more people than Donald Trump's? Get down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel, okay, guys? If you guys hadn't already, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. I'm glad you could be here. I welcome Republicans, independents, Democrats alike in the stream. We're having a lively debate this morning about VP Harris's new economic plans, guys, the state of the race, anything at all you want to get off your chest about the election, go ahead and jump down in the comments. We having a debate this morning. Guys, if you hadn't already, I ask that you'll like the stream. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that screen. If you're on a computer, like the stream, that you'll subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, and guys, that super chat's wide open. If you guys want to donate to the channel, anything you want to talk about, hit that super chat button. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna get straight to your comments. Okay, guys. So what we got? What we think, y'all? What we think about the information that I've covered thus far on the top of the stream? You know what I'm saying? The assassination attempts on Trump. You know, or like the plan, Harris's new plans. What you guys think about this? You know what I'm saying? I told you guys could ask Bless Up Kev, man. I told y'all this was coming. You know, I knew VP Harris wasn't going to just sit down and lay down and let it go how it was going. So, guys, I'm jumping down in the comments. Somebody got some name for Harris. I can't read your name. But the person says, why should we shouldn't worry about what needs paid for Americans? We are literally spending money to different countries. Where would you rather that money going into American pockets or wherever they say it goes? Of course, we want that money to go into the American people's pockets. If you guys don't follow the Legal Wars podcast, you guys should know that I've been very, very, very critical of the Democrats in general. I've been critical of this administration on those very subjects. You know what I'm saying? That being said, America is not a third world country. America is actually the richest country in the world. So I think that money can be appropriated for multiple different things. Does that make sense? It's not like we say, okay, we only got a $10 billion budget, so like all 10 billion is going to go to different countries, or it could go in the American people's pockets. You see what I'm saying? I think you can appropriate. You can have money for the American people. They need to get some kind of way to be able to fund those migrants that are in the country, and then still like take care of natural disasters and everything else. I'm saying, aren't there different things that they spend the budget on? That's just my question to you guys. So Miss Natalie Georgevich, good morning, Miss Natalie. She says price fixing does the opposite of good. So I think what Miss Natalie is saying is by price fixing that it's not going to make the prices go down. It's going to make the prices go up. But Miss Natalie, what VP Harris was saying is that after the COVID and the coronavirus, that we experienced inflation, okay? Like we could argue on whose fault it is. I'm not arguing about the fault. I'm just saying where inflation has gotten to in this point, in this situation. What she's saying is that the companies now, they're just jacking up prices for no reason. Okay, we need to make some more money. So eggs $5 next week. So let's go ahead and make these millions of dollars off of increasing the price by 50 cents or $1. So what she's saying is she want to put federal regulations that are going to stop those businesses from just jacking up prices. Does that make sense to you, Miss Natalie? I mean, I would have, like, if you want to keep discussing it, we can discuss it further. Miss Candace Stevens, good morning, Miss Candace, says, why ask people how they feel? You don't read any of the comments. Yes, Miss Candace, I definitely do. I would say if you go to other streamers, they're probably going to read even less of the comments or none of the comments at all. But I definitely do read the comments. Kim02 says, let's see her flex her power tomorrow morning and just do something first thing in the morning then. Flex it or shut up. I'm not sure what you mean about that, Mr. or Mrs., but I'm just saying that I want to see her definitely on Fox News. I think it's Brett Baer she's doing an interview with. I think she's going to do that on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Bless Up Kev could tell you guys, man, I've been talking about her going on Fox News. The entire time I've been saying this for about a month. I said I would just let her go on as many programs and as many shows as she possibly can. That's what I've said. And I've been saying that the entire time. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that I would handle it. I think that will help her more, and for them to allow her to just be herself. You know what I'm saying? Just to allow her to speak about the things, you know what I'm saying, and speak to the American people without being so scripted. Let's see what we got. Paul B. Okay. Red Hunter says price fixing is now just good marketing. It's up to us not to buy. Eggs go up, raise chickens, etc. I understand what you're saying, sir, but for some of us, that's the kind of lifestyles we live, that's just a little bit too difficult. You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to do something to fix the prices. If businesses are going to just say, okay, we don't care nothing about like what the government or what these people are saying or what those people, we're just going to raise the prices how we want to. I'm saying like we shouldn't, Donald Trump's going to have to address that. He's going to have to do something about that. He's not going to just be able to get up the phone and say, hey, Ricky, why don't y'all have the lower the prices on it? I don't think that's going to work. You see what I'm saying? So I think we're going to have to address that. And I feel like she's moving in the right direction. She's giving a solution to and recognizing the problem that the American people have. And for politicians, a lot of times, I think that's really good. My boy Pig Daddy, welcome to the stream, my brother. So my boy Pig Daddy says, nope, you actually do read fewer comments than most, brother. Candace isn't BSing. I'm not sure what stream you guys be in. You see what I'm saying? I have never been on any stream on YouTube where someone's just going to stay in the comments and read every single comment. If you guys know the name to one of those podcasters, would you go ahead and give me the name, spam their name in the comments? Because I would love to go see that. So T-Bone Lemon says, help more, of course, but not help the economy as much. Helping 50 million people is not 50% of the economy, sadly. I'm saying, who you saying gonna help 50 million people? Because if you're saying VP Harris, her plan is geared to help way more than 50 million people. What I believe is, I believe Trump's plan is gonna only help the rich. What you guys think? Tell me where I'm wrong. Miss Natalie says, I want to see America prosperous and helping everyone who needs it, not just illegals or criminals. Miss Natalie, I think that's the sentiment. A lot of us agree with that. So let's see. JD says, they're not just raising prices for fun. The price of diesel is up astronomically. And he said excise tax, excess, I think that's what he means, tax for diesel also went up. If it costs more to get it there, it's going to just raise the price. I understand that, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an economics major. I understand that. But I think just addressing the issues and attempting to, you know what I'm saying, deal with the issues, I think that's the best way. What you guys think, guys? Welcome to the Legal Wars Podcast, guys. I'm glad all of you guys could be with me this morning. So we just went over VP Harris's new economic agenda. I asked you guys your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say that she won't be able to get her agenda through Congress. So why does it matter? So that's what I'm finna address this morning right now, guys. So right now, the Republicans control the House of Representatives and the Democrats control the Senate. My sentiment is that both houses, both of them, will flip into the opposite party's control, meaning I'm predicting the Republicans will take the Senate by a 51-49 margin, and the Democrats will take back the House by thin margins as well. That would mean VP Harris passing her agenda. If she wins for the sake of conversation, she will need only a couple of senators to convince to pass her agenda. In my opinion, that is very doable. Just as well, guys, former President Barack Obama has hit the campaign trail for VP Harris. So, guys, tell me what you guys think of my assessment. I have never known a rich man, okay, to pay more taxes, and it bankrupted him. What you guys think? Have you guys ever known one before? I've never known one. So do you think it's okay to ask the richest among us to contribute to helping take care of our poor and helping to expand the middle class? Is it okay to ask rich people to help contribute to the economy in ways besides just provide enough employment to enrich their own pockets, but allowing opportunities for everyone to have a shot at the American dream? Guys, get down in the comments and let me know. So, guys, I'm back down in the comments. I want to see what you guys are saying this morning. I see Mr. Aaron Jones. Good morning, sir. He says, but not the price of lithium. I'm not sure what you mean. Mr. Jim says Kamala is not going to win. Mr. Jim, I'm not sure how you would know that right now. In my opinion, I think it's 50-50. I don't think there's nobody on either side who has any clue of who's going to win the election. That's just my opinion. So Paul B says rich people are the only people who end up paying taxes. I'm not too sure about that, sir. I would ask you to do some research on that. There's a bunch of rich people who actually aren't paying much of any taxes. They're rather, for example, former President Trump. You see what I'm saying? His businesses made $450 million. Let me say it once more, $450 million, and he pays $700 in income taxes. So I'm not all the way quite sure. I think that's on a case-by-case basis. Shelby Hambright says the richest do pay 86% of all taxes. When you say the richest, Miss Shelby, what do you mean? Because there's very different definitions of rich. If we look at a guy who has $10 million in the bank, we'll say he's rich. But compared to that guy who has $100 million in the bank, not so much. Then you compare the $100 million guy to the billionaire. You see what I'm saying? And then you compare the billionaire to the multi-billionaire. So I just think it just depends on who we're talking about, actually. So my man Paul B says, you're the American dream. is to be independently wealthy. Mr. Paul, I agree with that. 1,000%, 10,000%. He says it, but you're standing for someone who's saying, when you get there, we're taking it. No, I don't think that she's saying we're taking it. She's just saying, will you guys contribute more money to the American dream? You see what I'm saying? Will you guys contribute more money so we can help take care of the poor? I'm saying, who's going to take care of the poor? I mean, who's going to do that? Like, whose responsibility is that? You just let the rich people keep all their money, and we're going to say automatically we think that they're going to get out there and they're going to assist poor people. Guys, no. We know that's not going to happen. So if we're not going to depend on or trust in our government to take care of the poor, I'm saying, who's going to take care of the poor? That's my question for you guys. I see, let's see. I'm trying to get everybody at least one time. Guys, y'all know that Super Chat's wide open. Guys, y'all could donate to the channel. Talk about whatever you guys want to. Seeker One says, Kamala family is rich also and getting richer. Research it. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, guys. Y'all say rich. What do you mean by rich? What do we mean by rich? Because there's different levels of rich. Is she worth $7 or $8 billion? Is she flying around in a 757 or however big that jet is with her name on the side of it? I'm saying, what do you mean by rich? There's different levels of rich. Xavier Bradbury says, you clearly don't understand tax laws and the benefits available to all of us if used correctly. Mr. Xavier, I might not understand them to your level or to an expert's level, but what I can say is I do know enough about it, Mr. Xavier, to know that those tax laws, how Trump has them written, isn't benefiting us, man. Listen, I think it's about 10% of the government's revenue comes from taxes. I might be wrong. Guys, don't fact check me. You can spam it in the stream, the number, but I'm saying a percentage of the government's revenue comes from taxes. So if you cannot collect taxes from the people, you got to get it from somewhere. If you're not getting it from the people who have it to give, what you gonna put tariffs on stuff? Then we see okay, so we want to talk about taxes. Then we see what happened when Trump started imposing those tariffs on China. What I'm saying is, how did that turn out? How did those Trump tariffs on China turn out for the American? What it did is it bankrupted the farmers. Tell me where I'm wrong. So if he got 90 or 100 billions off the tariffs, he had to give 80 or 90% of that money, if not more, to the farmers. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, how you going to have to get the revenue from somewhere? Oh, I'm just going to impose tariffs on everybody. I'm just going to put tariffs on everybody. You know who pays for the tariffs? We do. So let me get this right. You want to give all the rich guys who can afford to give up $2 million in taxes. They can afford it. So you want to give them a tax break, and you want to take 20 middle class people who are trying to live the American dream, and you want to split up that 2 million that you needed to get from the rich people among the 20 million middle class people, bro. Those policies do not grow the middle class. Look, let's go over Trump's policies, okay? Even though we're not talking about this, but the compare and contrast is really good to do. So I've heard Trump isn't really policy specific. Y'all tell me where I'm wrong at. And if you guys have a detail about his policies outside of Project 2024, guys, just let me know. But let's go over some of the proposals I heard Trump say. So, guys, we know the no tax on tips. That's just geared to help a certain segment of the population. Tell me where I'm wrong. If I say, listen to me, guys, listen to me. Listen. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid and listen. Think for yourself. Get off Fox News. Get out of a Trump rally and use the brain that God gave you, okay? Listen, if I say that, look, okay, Mr. Jones, I'm going to give a $25,000 tax break for anybody who buy a house. Anybody, that benefits all of America. If I say I'm going to give you $50,000 if you go start a small business, that benefits all of America. Tell me where I'm wrong. But if I'm saying no tax on tips, who that benefits? A certain class of people. That's it. Because if you're not a server or if you're not valet somewhere, you're not going to get tips. How is that going to benefit you? If I say no tax on overtime, dude, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. He want to cut taxes from everywhere. I don't know where he's going to get the revenue to pay for them programs. That's a different conversation. But if I say no tax on overtime, right? What? So I'm a lawyer or I'm a paralegal that works for a law firm. I make $100,000 a year, whether I work 20 hours or 60 hours. How does that help me? That's what I'm saying. It's geared for certain. Now, the only policy, this is the new policy that Trump came up with, that I think is genius, and I think it helps people, is him saying that if you guys go buy a new car, which will help the car industry, which is kind of hurting right now from what Mr. Trump says, and I think him advertising buying American first, I think that's great. Okay, so he wants to help stimulate the car industry. So okay, the automobile industry. So if you go buy a new car, Trump has proposed that he's going to let you write off the interest on your taxes. That's the only of his proposals that I heard that helps everyone and not just a segment of people. The guy was born rich. Can you argue with me about that? The guy was born rich. You cannot argue with me about that, okay? He said, we heard him say out of his mouth, oh, when I asked my dad for a small loan, $1 million, it's just a small loan. $1 million was small to him. This is like in the 80s. $1 million was small to him in the 80s. The guy is a rich guy, born rich. He has rich blinders on. I'm not saying that he can't understand the plight of a poor person or connect with the American people, but what I'm saying is he views the world from his perspective. Just like I view the world from my perspective as a black male, as a Christian. You see what I'm saying? I got my own perspective, my own views, my own experiences. Be fair. So he does too. His experiences is as a rich guy. So that's why he believes that I'm going to give tax breaks to the to the businesses. It's fine. If you don't want Amazon to pay taxes, even though I have never seen a rich man go broke from paying taxes. Y'all name me one. A rich man go broke. They're not going to go broke if they got to pay more taxes. I don't know what y'all crying about. He's not hiring. They don't hire more people to help the economy or to help poor people or to help E-double buy a home or Bless Up Kev buy a home. They're hiring more people to enrich their own pockets. So in my mind, I have two candidates. When I see Donald Trump look at the world or look at America, guys, this is as fair and unbiased as I possibly can be. You see what I'm saying? Being this fair to a man who speaks as recklessly as Donald Trump, I think is being fair. Okay, this is fair as I could be. When Donald Trump looks at America, this is what he says. Okay, he says, "How can I?" And you're not gonna get this perspective nowhere else. I'm just being real with you. When Trump looks at America, he says, "How can I help America in general make more money?" That's what I think it is about. He's geared on money. So I'm not going to say that his economy didn't grow by 3% when he was president. I'm not the GDP. I'm not going to say that the guy doesn't know how to make money. I'm just saying when he looks at the picture, he's saying, how can I get people to make more money? I think when VP Harris looks at the picture, she says, how can I help you? Y'all tell me where I'm wrong. Trump's focus is on the money. Harris' focus is on helping the people. Tell me where I'm wrong. Look at the agendas. Look at the agendas, guys. Okay? So I know she's trying to get, and we're gonna go over this. She's having some policies right now that's geared to help black people because she's trying to get some of that vote. Okay, so I understand that. But look at the policy: $1 million loans to black entrepreneurs, forgivable up to 20K. So she gonna give them 20K. Okay? Apprenticeship promotion, strengthening public service loan forgiveness, investing in more black teachers, legalizing recreational marijuana, enhanced health care for black communities. What she said before, her proposals for all of America. Strong economic proposals, $25,000 credit for first-time home buyers, $6,000 for families with newborns for the first 12 months. Expand the post-COVID era tax breaks for families with children. Listen to the top three proposals. $25,000 tax credit for, that's saying I want to help you. That ain't necessarily about making money. That ain't about helping my rich billionaire buddies. That's saying I want to help you. Let's get in the comments. Smoke, miles, your quantity, being win. I want to help you. That's what that's saying. Okay? $6,000 for families with newborns for the first 12 months. That's to help everybody. It's not for a segment of people. That's what I'm saying. His policies aren't geared to help everybody. You gotta help everybody, bro. Some people are gonna fall between the cracks. Some people who might be trying to take advantage of the system, because that's all the Republicans can focus on. The Republicans will look at 100 people, and it'll be one person that want to take advantage of the system, and it'll be 80 people who eating off of that program, and the Republicans want to cut 80 people's throat to catch that one person. It makes no sense. But then you want to run over there and give tax breaks to the rich people, which fine. That'll work. Maybe it'll work if you want to give rich people tax breaks. But what I'm saying, if you're going to give those rich people tax breaks, you need to say, hey, I'm going to give you a tax break if you hire X amount of people. Or I'm going to give you this much of a tax break if you hire this. It shouldn't be just a blank check. You see what I'm saying? That's my take, guys. I thank y'all for being with me this morning with the Legal Wars podcast. If you guys have already liked the video, I invite you to like the video. If you're on a cell phone, double tap that video. On the computer, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. More importantly, guys, right now, get down in the comments. We having a lively debate about the election upcoming in just a few weeks. Republicans, Democrats, independents, it don't matter. Everybody's welcome. On top of that, guys, that super chat button is wide open. You guys want to donate to the channel, whatever you guys want to talk about, we could talk about it. So, guys, let me keep going on, okay? So now, let's do a comparison, I would say, between the Trump plan and Harris's plan, okay? So people, I already said this, people ask how she's going to pay for her tax plan, okay? So well, I guarantee you I could get into the comments. Republicans will look at this and the Republicans are going to say, okay, how will VP Harris pay for all of this, okay? That's a lot of stuff she got going on. I know you guys are going to say this. Okay, so let's get into it. So number one, pass legislation to raise the corporate gains tax on families that make more than $1 million. Listen to me, okay? Families that make more than $1 million. If you guys know about the corporate gains tax right now, for a family, it's about what, 583,000. I don't want y'all fact checkers, but it's about 580-some thousand, right? So she want to raise that to $1 million. Let's get there first, okay? Okay? Families that make more than $1 million, okay, must pay corporate gains tax that rises from 20% right now to 28%. What you guys think about that? Okay, I just want to be clear. Joe Biden wanted that. But it's so funny, man. My boy Joe Biden off the chain, boy. Like, we didn't think Joe Biden was that liberal, right? Joe Biden is a lot more liberal than you guys think he is. I think we all see that right now. Joe Biden wanted to raise those capital gain taxes to 39%. Listen to me, guys. 39. They're at 20 right now. Joe Biden wanted to raise the capital gains tax to 39%. So Harris only wants to raise it to 28%. It's a big difference. It's still more than 20%, but here's the thing. If your family don't make $1 million a year, it won't even affect you. You see what I'm saying? But if your family make $1 million a year, she just gonna raise it by 8%. I don't see, like, what you guys think about that? Corporate gains tax, raising it by 8%. Only on families who make at least $1 million a year. Another thing, the billionaire minimum tax. Guys, look, I ain't got no sleeve. I ain't got no sleeves on, but I'm finna roll them up with you guys because I'm ready to engage in the debate with you guys about this. So all my Republicans in here, please get down in the comments because this the time we finna get it on. You feel me? That billionaire minimum tax, okay? I propose, and I've heard talk about this from Democrats, that VP Harris will tax people who make over $100 million a year. Tell me where I'm wrong at. How's it gonna hurt them? You put a small tax on the billionaires or the 100 millionaires. So you gotta pay an extra. How's that gonna hurt you? It's not gonna break you. Tell me one rich man who went broke from paying taxes, okay? That's a small tax that will raise revenue to help her pay for her opportunity economy. I got more that goes with that. But before I get to that, I'm going to get in these comments and I'm looking for the person. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking for the person who wants to debate me about that billionaire minimum tax. So let's see. Marto says she is planning to tax the smartest and hardest working people among us. People with passports, they will bounce. Man, look, America is so big. America is so full of smart, like economic geniuses. So if you want to take your money and move to China, you're more than welcome to do so. But that spot that you left over, someone else rich is just going to step into that spot and get richer. See what I'm saying? I don't think that, like, I mean, where they going to go? Where they going to go and have the markets that they have to sell their products? You see what I'm saying? And we talking about Trump. Trump talking about putting tariffs on people goods who make them outside of America. So I'm saying I don't understand how that would benefit that person who's doing that. That's just my take. Chris Ward says, as Reagan used to say, when asked why he didn't make more movies, answer was why when 10 cents was on the dollar would go to taxes. I'm saying, guys, What problem do we have with paying taxes? Okay? Because you guys, like, who are arguing this point, the majority, I would say the very vast majority, I want you guys to follow me, of these proposals are not geared towards you guys. I don't understand why y'all, what problems or what issues you guys are having with paying more taxes. It's not like she's saying you guys are going to pay more taxes. Who in the stream makes over $100 million a year? She's saying that's who's going to pay the more taxes. Who in the stream makes who is a billionaire or is a multi-billionaire? We talking about billion with a B. That's who paying more taxes. I'm saying we have regular people. Listen to me. I want you guys to understand me and follow me, okay? You have regular people like me and you, to where she's going to the super rich who can afford it. And she's saying, hey, mister, you need to pay 2% more in taxes because I'm going to take that money and I'm going to help the poor and I'm going to help regular families like you who give them the opportunity to have a shot at the American dream. So it's like some of us in the regular people, it's like we trying to fight off the help to save the money for the billionaires. That's money that she's going to try to give to us. But we like, nah, we don't want the help. We don't want none of that money. Let the rich people keep the money. We don't want the money. We want to pay more taxes and let them get richer. To me, bro, that is a whole Kool-Aid system. It's like it's corporate slavery. It's like, guys, these super rich people have brainwashed you guys to think it's better to let them have more money. Listen to that. Where my Kool-Aid at? Listen to that. It's like these super rich people have brainwashed you guys to make you guys think that it's okay for you have to sweat, struggle, and beg to get a little bitty piece of pie, and for you to fight for them to have more money, that this candidate wants to take a little piece of their money. She's not trying to bankrupt them or make them poor. She's just trying to take a little bitty piece of that and let us get a piece of the pie. Tell me where I'm wrong. Smoke says they don't tax the rich, it comes out of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. We talking about taxing the rich. You feel me? Chris Ward said, it's not helping the poor. It's over 12 million illegals, the same illegals I lost my seasonal job to for 8 years. Mr. Chris, I apologize about that. And I've spoken on that a million times. You could ask Bless Up Kid. I've spoken on that 10 trillion times about not helping regular people like us and giving money to illegals. But I have to say that is the Biden administration. Tonight, VP Harris, I know a lot of you conservatives not going to watch it. Tonight, VP Harris is actually doing a town hall with Charlemagne the God tonight. And then on Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon, about 5 p.m. Central, she's going on Fox News with Brett Baer. So I can almost 10,000% tell you guys very soon on prime time that question that tripped her last week, that gave Trump the best week he's had since she's come into the election, that I think they're going to pour water on that this week. That question that tripped her up last week, they're about to ask that question to her again to separate herself from Joe Biden. Like she said, she's not Joe Biden, which is true, which is facts. But the problem is that Biden was mad that he got pushed out the race, and he's going to try to undermine her, you know what I'm saying, trying to undercut her if she disagrees with him. That's facts. So it's a delicate balance. But what my opinion is, and what I've said on this stream is I don't think Joe Biden has enough pull with the American people to undermine anybody. That's just in my opinion, he's a lame duck president. A lot of people look at him, they say, I don't know why he's still up there right now. You see what I'm saying? He's not fit to. So, I mean, he's just like the old grandpa who has served this country and waiting for his exit out the door. So what I think, if VP Harris wants to win, then most definitely she needs to separate herself from Biden. I went down that rabbit hole to say when she separates herself from Biden, we're going to see daylight. We're going to say, hey, look, she said that she's not letting anybody into the country without amnesty. That is completely different than Biden. Tell me where I'm wrong. She said she wants to fix the immigration system by doing 1,500 more Border Patrol agents, by getting more amnesty offices in those countries and in America, by hiring more amnesty judges. She got a whole plan to fix the system. That's what I'm saying. So she isn't Biden. You know what I'm saying? JD says she has 4 years to do it. No, she didn't. Guys, y'all don't understand how this works. Y'all just looking at Biden like he's just some kind of old senile man that she could just walk up and do whatever she. But no, I heard her at Biden at a press conference not too long ago. I heard the man say she went to say, hold on a second, Madam Vice President. Man, these politicians got ego, man. They got egos. That's his administration. You can't pin everything he did in his administration on her. You see what I'm saying? That's like me trying to give Mike Pence credit for what Trump did in his administration. Make it make sense, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's my take. But I was looking for you guys' comments to argue me on the billionaire minimum tax. I don't see too many arguments on that. So, hey, we'll keep it pushing, okay? So, guys, I already went over how I believe that Congress is going to flip. You know what I'm saying? I believe that the Republicans are going to take control of the Senate, and I believe the Democrats are going to take control of the House of Representatives. Now, who becomes president, we don't know yet. We just going to have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the president will have at least one chamber of the House to work with. If the Democrats get, if the Republicans get a 51-49 margin in the Senate over the Democrats, all the Democrats need is a couple senators or so to be able to pass some of her economic agenda. Okay? And I think that should be able to do that. Okay? So right now, the Republicans control the House of Representatives and the Democrats control the Senate. My sentiment it is like both houses are flipped. They'll take each one to take the other side, okay? So she's only going to need a couple of senators to convince to pass her agenda. In my opinion, this is very doable. Just as well, guys, like I said, with former President Obama hitting the campaign trail, I think that's going to help her too, especially with the black vote, which we're going to get to. Something else I want to ask you guys, okay? I want to know what you guys think of my assessment of the down ballot races. Do you guys think that the Republicans are actually going to take the Senate and the Democrats going to take the House of Representatives? I reviewed some Republican internal polling that shows the Democrats are doing well in the House and Senate races, okay? Just as they overperformed in 2022. So if the Dems maintain control of at least one chamber in the House, do you think VP Harris will be able to pass her agenda? Guys, I'm about to jump down in the comments, see what you guys are saying. Guys, thank you guys for being with me this morning. If you guys had liked the video, I ask that you'll like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. That super chat is wide open, guys. Anything you guys want to talk about, and if you guys want to donate to the channel, I appreciate that. So, Mr. Anthony, good morning, sir. He says Trump 2024. He keeps on saying it. He wants y'all to know that he in here represent Trump. Serious NYCO says this guy is a Trump supporter. Quit trolling us, brother. We know you're going to vote for Trump, sir. That is the absolute furthest thing from the truth. The very, 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 very furthest thing from the truth, sir. That will not happen. I am an independent. And a lot of people don't know what independence means. They think that, okay, who are you going to vote for? Oh, you're voting for Harris? Then you're a Democrat. I'm not no Democrat. Oh, you say good things about Trump, then you're an undercover Republican. I'm not no Republican. You see what I'm saying? Bro, I am a independent. I guess it's not enough independents out there. Not real ones. Do you know what independent means? That I independently go over all the issues and make a decision and take a stance that is independent of any political party. So that means that I am against abortion. That means that I am against same-sex marriages. That I am against that type of illegal immigration. But I am for Harris's opportunity economy. I am for healthcare in the form that we have it in now. Does that make sense? I independently, without no political association, take a stance on each one of these issues, okay? I'm an independent. I am not a Republican. That being said, guys, I'm going to keep on going, okay? Guys, this right here I think is very, 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 very ultra important, okay? This is Harris's opportunity. I'm targeting 2 interviews. Bless up, Kev. You know, all last week I was saying that Trump was having a great week, okay? We're going to go over the polls in a minute. I said Trump had the best week that he has since Harris come into the race. That being said, this is Harris's chance. I also said on the 20th, that's Monday, that all the gains that he has made last week are going to end this week, by this weekend. I think Harris is finna wipe them away. They on the campaign trail. I mean, they turning it up. It's gloves off. They got Bill Clinton out there talking to people. They got former President Obama out there talking to people, okay? So with that interview on Fox News, which people said that she was scared to go on Fox, how's she gonna talk to Putin if she won't sit down and talk to Fox News? We heard all of that. Well, that's finna get hushed up. But I know y'all still gonna have something to complain about. But on Wednesday, okay, and then tonight with Charlemagne the God in that town hall, okay, this is Harris's opportunity to carefully distance herself from Joe Biden. Without doing this, I do not think she'll win. I think, look, so Trump's momentum, I think a lot of Trump's momentum is making Harris view a certain way. You know, Trump is the dumpster diver. He stay pouring dirt on people, okay? So he does that so people start looking at Harris in a different way or a different fashion than they should look at her. Does that make sense? So I think that is a little bit of it. But the biggest thing to me is when they asked her what she would do different than Joe Biden by her not separating herself. I think people would say, how can you represent change if you're going to just be just like Biden over the next 4 years, okay? So let me go over this, all right? So I've said it 100 times, people, that Joe Biden has served this country honorably for 52 years. But bro, you 81 years old. 81 years old. Please understand, okay, President Biden, that your time has come and it's gone. President Biden, let me speak to you real quick, sir. You want to be remembered in a good light. If you do, don't hurt Kamala. Big ego. At 81 years old, you must be kidding me. Must be kidding me. Remind me of Trump. What is it with these old men who want to work beyond their years? Let me say it more clearly. Any Democrat who stands in Harris's way, in my opinion, is fake. And let me explain that. Once you join that party, okay? I never joined the party. I could support who I want to, but you did. So once you joined that party, you pledged allegiance to that party. Anyone with allegiance to that party should unequivocally support VP Harris. Y'all tell me where I'm wrong. That's point blank. The egos and the jealousy and the half-hearted attempts to promote her are trash. And you guys should be called out for the immaturity and the jealousy one by one. Okay? See, as an independent, I have no more loyalty to the Democrats as I do the Republicans. However, as an independent, I have individually endorsed Kamala, and by endorsing Kamala, I will support her against all opponents. And that if they truly don't want Trump to be president, they should just swallow their pride and go sit down. So, guys, going to you guys in the chat. So, guys, the question is, with Harris issuing new proposals directed specifically at the Black community, and with heavyweight Obama hitting the trail for VP Harris, and with the fact that a lot of young people, including the bro culture, white males, and the young black males, viewed as low propensity voters. That's key, meaning they are not as likely to vote. Do you think, taking all of that into consideration, that Harris unveiling her new plan, going on Charlemagne the God's interview, along with Obama, will move the needle for Harris and shore up her support with black males? I'm waiting to hear this, guys. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you hadn't already, I ask that you guys will like the video. If you're on the phone, double tap that screen. You know what I'm saying? You'll subscribe to the channel. You'll hit the notification bell. Guys, that super chat is wide open if you want to donate to the channel. Anything you guys want to get off your chest, please let me know. So, Mr. Anthony Jackson says, okay, Mr. Jackson. Ma says, hi, people need to understand that red and blue are together in bed. It's us, the people, versus them, the government. Ma, you're so right about a lot of what you're saying, but I'm saying, how do we combat that? It's so hard to combat that. Am I not right or wrong? You see what I'm saying? Because we'll have somebody like JFK who will step up, who says that, we the people party, but then it'll get a little steam and then it'll fizzle right out. That's what we're saying. So I'm saying, how can we combat, what you're saying, sir? But I feel that. So let's keep going. ATL Plumber says, what has Kamala done in the last 4 years? She's been the vice president. That's what she's done. She served as the vice president. I would say honorably. You know what I'm talking about? So Al McAllister says, yes, she will win. I'm saying, I believe in my mind that the election, I believe she's winning by more than what they say that she is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go over that in a second. I believe that they've already accounted for Trump overperforming the polls. And I think that they changed the way they poll and started polling people different. You say, well, where you get that from? We see what happened in 2022. Democrats outperformed the polls. I think they adjusted the polls the way that they poll people. A lot of replicable polling sites. Russell Reynolds says she's a liar and a race-baiting, horrible person. Yes, sir, I understand that's your opinion. I don't know too much about race-baiting because we see that what Trump don't do? So I'm saying Trump don't pander for black votes. If you guys haven't seen him pander for black votes, I'll show you. He panders for black votes all the time. Pig Daddy says, you would say honorably. You don't know the meaning of the word. How does she serve it dishonorably? That's what I'm saying. I mean, because if that's the case, that's going to be opinion. I'm saying, where's the proof at that she served it dishonorably to make it factual? Because if you got to pick one of the words factually, then she did it honorably. Dishonorably would be, telling someone to, while people outside yelling, hang your vice president, we really want to go into that? Your vice president that you chose, that stood with you through all of that, protected and defended you. And the people out there saying, hang your vice president, what did you do? No loyalty. That's why I'm saying, you guys saying I'm just an independent. I don't have no extra hatred for Trump. But I see a lot of errors in him. Listen, so you guys, this is a Kool-Aid moment. Bless up, Cam. Got to get that Kool-Aid. You hear that boy? Kool-Aid. Hey, this is a Kool-Aid moment, okay? So here we go with Donald Trump. Guys, what y'all think about General Milley saying that Trump's a fascist? General Milley saying that Trump is a fascist. What y'all think about that? General Milley. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he called Comrade Kamala. Let's look at what fascism means. Fascism, authoritarian, and nationalistic. Those first two words describing Donald Trump. He believes in authority. He's buddies with all the authoritarian. He believes in that. Nationalistic, he's not nationalistic. He walking up hugging American flags. He's not nationalistic. Right-wing system of government and social organization. Fascist. Who's the fascist? That's what I'm saying. You guys saying that I'm supporting Trump. This man, y'all hadn't heard him? He said he gonna go after people who disagree with him. He going after him. He gonna put them in jail. He gonna sick the military on you because you don't agree with him. That's not a fascist. I guess some of y'all scared. Y'all supporting him. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Y'all have some kind of extra love for Trump that I just don't understand. Of course, I'm not a conservative. I understand the conservative principles, but I don't understand how y'all have so much love for Trump. Red G says he's buddies with Clive Davis. What's up, Red G? Yeah, he's super buddies with Clive Davis. Super buddies. I'm saying y'all trying to act like Trump some kind of great guy. Jacob says never forget January 6th. That's what I'm talking about. What are y'all talking about? Talking about I'm a Trump supporter? No, y'all just never seen an independent, a real independent. I'm just an independent. I am not a Trump supporter. Guys, if I have Republican morals and values, then why wouldn't I vote for him? I don't think the guy is fit to serve. Listen to him talk. When he's serious, who knows if he's serious or who he's playing? But General Milley served with him. General Milley heard him talking. Who in this chat gonna disrespect General Milley for me? Go do that for me. Who in this chat gonna disrespect a 4-star general who admirably served this country that you can't come to me with one thing on him versus Trump? Who gonna disrespect him? Because there's plenty of people who have a lot of respect, who said the same thing about him, and all y'all Kool-Aid drinkers disregard that just so you could support your dear leader. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Oprah Banks says, I'm done. I'm going to pray for you. You're on a platform and you're not giving anybody a chance to say what they want to say. So I wish you the best, or whatever you think the best. See you later, my brother. Much love to you. Appreciate you stopping by. Mr. Robert James says, I'm independent, Ghost, and that lady is dangerous, doing the devil's work. Hey, that's Mr. James's opinion. That's his opinion. All I'm saying is I never seen Kamala sell no Bible. I don't understand how you talking about the devil, how you could say you're a Christian. What is the most sacred thing on this earth right now for us as Christians? I'm saying the most sacred object that you could put your hands on. That's a Bible. That the Bible is what gives us as Christians all of the knowledge. You're going to defile the most sacred thing for Christians. And you guys are, bro, don't talk to me about the devil's work. Who doing the devil's work? Who is? Because the Bible says that he's going to have the elect confused. That's all he did. He went in and hung on to a party that got good morals. If you was the devil and you was trying to trick Christians, wouldn't you do the same thing? Would you have the Antichrist to come from the Democratic Party? No. I'm going to go hang on to the Republican Party so I could confuse the people. They're going to think that, he going to be saying the right things. He might even say God sometimes and preach some sermons. But you going to sell a Bible. Bro, the most hypocritical thing about that Bible is that you went to China to get it printed. Of all countries, you going to get the Bible printed in China. How big of a hypocrite is that? You can't get no bigger than that. See what I'm saying? This man does the things that the Christians view most sacred. He getting it printed for $3 and selling it for $60, and you're a multi-billionaire. I want to hear about the devil's work, man. You see what I'm saying? I guess that's why that many people ain't in, because I'm going to tell you the truth and don't care at all. No consequence, okay? Now, guys, I want to ask you guys another thing. Guys, if you didn't know, Harris is polling in the low 80 percentile in support among blacks. And that is because black males have left to vote for Trump or just support Trump and not vote at all. And they've left in groves. Typically, Democrats will win 90% of the black vote. And I predicted the Harris campaign were coming gloves off this week in streams I uploaded last week and predicted by October the 20th, Harris will wipe out Trump's momentum and retake the lead. We will check the polls later in this stream and see how they look, and then check back next week and see how they look. Also, guys, what do you think about Harris going on Fox News and separating herself from Joe Biden? Do you guys think that's the right strategy? Jump down in the comments, guys, and let me know. Guys, thank y'all for being with me this morning. I ask that you double tap the screen, like the video if you hadn't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Guys, that super chat is wide open. If you guys want to donate to the channel, anything you guys want to get off your chest, this is your time to do it now. Guys, I'm back down in the comments trying to see what you guys have to say. So this looks like Saval Everson says Trump 2024. Glenn, the Scholar GT, says, yeah, he checks on CNN and MSNBC for all his info. Sir, I don't know who doesn't watch CNN or MSNBC. That's a political pundit. See what I'm saying? You think that, so you think Trump watches CNN and MSNBC. Everybody does. I watch Fox News too. That's how I know she's doing an interview on Fox. You feel me? And I'm going to be watching Fox News on Wednesday. I'm sorry to hurt you Trump people feelings. You feel what I'm saying? I guess somebody told y'all I was somebody lied to y'all, told y'all I was a Trump supporter. You feel me? So it's only Trump people in the stream. But just as fast as they left, man, I'm sorry. I'm not no Trump supporter. I am an independent. Since I came on stream and someone asked me who I was supporting, I told you guys from day one that I was supporting VP Harris. Okay? From day one. And I'm giving you guys content that you're not going to hear on no news agency. Not today. You might hear it tomorrow. You might hear it later on today, but you're not going to hear it today, right? You hadn't heard it so far. Faith Discernment says, why does it have to be about color? Why don't people just vote for who they choose? But look, Faith, baby, listen. So for them to win elections, they break down the electorate in sections. Trump does that too. He panders to Christians. That's how you get the Trump Bible. See what I'm saying? They break the electorate down into sections. So she's looking at her numbers with the black vote because she needs that vote. You see what I'm saying? She looking at her numbers with women. She looking at her numbers with males. She looking at her numbers with young males. She needs to vote. So I'm saying, to me, it ain't about color. Because Trump goes after the black vote. You think Trump ain't going after the black vote? Yes, he is. Both of those candidates are. That's just part of the process, you know? That's the way I see it. Let's see. So Echad Levy says this is about race. No, sir, it's not about race. She's just reaching out to the black community. What's wrong with her reaching out to the black community? That's my question. So Harris can't reach out to the black. It's okay for Trump to do it, but Harris can't do it. It's okay for Trump to cheat on his wife, but we're going to bring up something Harris did 30 years ago. It's okay for Trump. It's okay for Trump. It's okay for Trump. Where you drink that, y'all Kool-Aid drinkers. I'm going to call y'all out one by one. Go cry. Cry me a river. You feel me? Them other streams picking up numbers because they don't drink Kool-Aid. They drink Kool-Aid. They drinking blue Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid. Go pick up, because I don't care anyway. We're not going to be talking about politics after November 5th. So we got to talk about something else. And I built this stream on nothing but politics. So if the people who just here to hear me say something good about Trump, say something warm and fuzzy about Trump this morning, or say something warm and fuzzy about Harris's, I'm going to tell you the truth as I see it. Just like y'all saying the truth as you see it. I just feel like my views are more logical. That's how I feel. Tell me why I'm wrong. That's all facts. Red G says she's trying to help the black community like she did in New Orleans. What she did here. Y'all folks be visiting and see the new Black Wall Street. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with helping the black community? Make it make sense. Oh, she can't help black people. This is about race. She could help white people and not help black people. It's about race. What? Man, what Kool-Aid you drink? You drinking that Kool-Aid. Y'all reading that Trump Bible. How many of y'all bought that Trump Bible? I bet you it's not Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's Matthew, Mark, Trump, Luke, and John. And y'all reading it. pay $60 for a $3 Bible made in Trump, the Trump Bible. What? The Trump Bible. That's the problem. We ain't got no Kool-Aid no more. I'm gonna have to get me a Bible. You feel me? That's the problem. Y'all reading that Trump Bible. That's you feel what I'm saying? I'm saying, y'all, what's wrong with helping black people? I'm confused. Is it because she black, she can't help black people? What? Man, if you feel that way, like I'm not mean or nothing. Everybody, everybody. Well, I'm saying if you feel that way, I'm saying that's just how you feel. I'm gonna have to let you remain with what you feel. You feel me? Because I'm not gonna drink no Kool-Aid. I'm not getting no mark in my forehead. I'm not getting no mark under my skin, and I'm not worshiping no beast. Listen, for all y'all Christians in here, bro, y'all remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? It was only 3 of them. But y'all think they were the only 3 Israelites that was being in bondage? No. It was thousands of Israelis. But it was only 3 of them said that they weren't going to worship no beast. The rest of them did as they told. Y'all do as y'all told. I'm one of them 3. You feel me? I'm not taking no mark. I'm not drinking no Kool-Aid. I'm not buying no Trump Bible. That man is not no Christian. He ain't got nothing to do with God. Point blank. That's my sentiment. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm for hurting your feelings. That's facts, though. And you're going to find out. Mr. Mr. Darnell Howard says, what is she doing to help black people? Mr. Darnell Howard, I appreciate you asking. You seem like someone who is really concerned. So I went over this on the top of the stream. I was announcing her new economic agenda. So this is the new Harris Opportunity Agenda to help black men. So she promised 1 million loans to black entrepreneurs, forgivable up to $20,000, okay? Apprenticeship promotion for black males, strengthening public service loan forgiveness geared towards black males, investing in more black male teachers, okay? Legalizing recreational marijuana and enhanced health care for the black community, okay? But she also has other policies that aren't just geared towards black people. But she had 100 days. Trump been running this race since November of 2020. Tell me I'm lying. November 2020, Trump knew already that I'm gonna try. First, he tried to get the election overthrown. You know what I'm saying? They might have found minor, slight irregularities in some spots. And he took that little bit and blew it way out of proportion and act like, oh, they cheated me. They cheated me. You feel me? So I'm saying ever since then, he been running for re-election. She done had less than 100 days, bruh. Less than 100 days. But in less than 100 days, she already said that she gonna give a $25,000 credit for first-time home buyers. She already said she gonna get a $6,000 for families with newborns for the first 12 months. She already said that she gonna expand the post-COVID era tax breaks for families with children. She already said she gonna give a $50,000 tax break if you want to start a small business. She already said that they're going to build 3 million new homes to help with the shortage on housing. She already said that she's going to establish federal regulation to control price gouging on groceries. So it's about whether or not you guys believe her or not. But if you don't believe her, how you going to believe Trump? Bro, I don't believe nothing that come out of Trump's mouth. I'm sorry. That's just me personally. I don't believe nothing that man say. I'm not saying that he's not going to do some of the stuff he did. Because the last time, I'm sorry, I can't say that part. Because y'all going to say I'm an undercover Trump fan. Just to admit truth. Because you don't know how to live your life in a place of truth. Oh, I support Harris, so I can't say nothing positive about Trump. I support Harris. I can't say. Y'all don't know how to live in truth. You live in your associations. Guys, Luann Franklin, good morning, baby. I didn't even see you in the chat. Thank you for that $4.99 super chat supporting the channel, Miss Luann. Yeah, but guys, like, you gonna hear me say positive things about Trump sometimes. And you might hear me say something negative about Harris. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I deal in truth, even when it's against me. Facts. That's what I deal in truth. Y'all don't do that. That man is reckless and he's dangerous. Period. Who knows he's playing? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go after anybody who disagrees with me politically. I'm going to go after him. I'm going to sick the military on him. Oh, y'all, he just playing. You always got somebody coming behind speaking for a 78-year-old. Nah, what that dude's saying out of his mouth, I'm going to take him for his word. What General Milley said about him, I'm going to take him for his word. He's reckless. He's dangerous. Facts. Facts. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'll wait. God bless up Kev, Red G. It look like most of them Trump fans, we done got them out of here. Or they come in here just to troll me. They could troll me as much as you want to. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. How can a person be so fixated on what someone else's think? Oh, let me see. I got another super chat in here. I got my boy, Colin Radley. Colin Radley, thank you, sir, for that $9.99 super chat. My brother always donate to the channel. He says Trump has already proven that he will keep his promises. Kamala hadn't proved anything other than she can't keep borders secure, let alone run a country. Brother, I thank you for that $9.99 super chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Hey, look, I just see somebody else said it. I'm not even worried about them. He says Trump has proven that he will keep his promises. He's not going to keep all of his promises. Mr. Radley, that's what I'm saying. Let's speak facts. He said he's going to build a great big wall. That's what he said. His words. I can't paraphrase for people. Oh, I know what he means. Oh, so like he ain't speaking English, like he's speaking Chinese or something. So we got to translate. Trump got translators. It's Lindsey Graham in there. When Trump say something stupid, then his translators come out and try to translate English for us. This man speaking in English, I heard exactly what he said. He said he gonna build a great, big, beautiful wall. And he said China and Mexico gonna pay for it, like the wall of China. Ain't none of that happened. He said he gonna deport 12 million people. And then he started saying it again. He's saying it now. Anybody with half a brain knows what is the optics of you trying to deport 12 million people? It's already 300,000 children that y'all admitted that came into the country that you can't find. I guarantee you it's millions of immigrants in this country that you can't find. If you had an eye on all of them, why you letting them commit crimes? You ain't going to be able to deport no 12 million people. Say what you mean and mean what you say. That's the kind of person I am. Because y'all don't want me to say, I could just say something I read that might be not a correct fact. And they trying to report me to YouTube for misinformation. Y'all need to report Trump for misinformation. That's a Colin Radley, Mr. Colin with the $4.99 super chat. He says, Reed are still brothers, man. Politics separate people, but you can realize we can always agree to disagree. Much love, y'all. No, Colin, 10,000% brothers. 20,000%. Colin, I would look. Back in Mississippi, I don't know none of the people that I hung out with that don't support Donald Trump. Not a one. Listen to me. I don't know one. I could sit there and call my homeboys names. I could call 10 of them. And I don't know. And every last one of them support Trump or not going to vote. So, Mr. Collins, I would say I would be more to be friends with someone like you. It's just somebody who just want to hear the truth or have a debate. Just have a debate about it. That's what the system's set up to do. But people don't want to do that. They want you to have undying support and loyalty. I'm not going to have undying support and loyalty. I'll support you or I won't support you. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to speak facts. Somebody said something about the worst nightmare supporting. I could care less. I'm going to speak facts. You feel me? If I supported you or not. If I don't support you, I'm going to really be your worst nightmare. Because I could say some stuff that are some talking points. Bro, I'll ritually watch the news. Not just CNN, not just MSNBC, Fox News 2, The Hill 2. I ritually watch it. So I kind of have a good idea what they're saying. See what I'm saying? I could say some stuff, bro. Like, I'm a very creative person. I'm a thinker. You feel me? So half of the stuff that's inside of me, I don't even say it. I hold it in. But if y'all want me to be real about the situation, I'm going to be real. I'm not saying that none of Trump's policies won't work. It's a balance. It's just that, like I always say, it's about a vision. Trump has a vision, and I think his vision is to help Americans how he knows how to help Americans, in the way that he knows how to help them. Harris has a vision, and her vision, in my opinion, helps more people. You say that, all the Trump people get mad. They start talking about Christianity, and I start talking about them Bibles. Them Bibles. The word of God. See, Christians don't value the word of God like they used to. That's the problem. That's the problem. A real Christian gonna hear that, and that's gonna turn them off. That's the problem. They'll be quick to try to tell you, oh, you smoking a cigarette, but you let this infidel go get a Bible and profit off the word of God, making a profit. Like one of the worst human beings spiritually as a Christian that you can imagine. Getting accused. Bro, I seen him last night. Where you heard this at? Where? Tell me how you heard this on CNN. Tell me how you heard what I'm finna tell you on Fox. I seen him last night. I didn't see no wedding ring on his finger. A married man running for president. Maybe it hurt his finger. Maybe he lost it. Maybe. I never paid attention to it before. But I was looking at his hands. That governor from South Dakota that was doing the town hall. How am I know this? This wasn't on CNN. This was on Fox. Since all I watch is CNN and MSNBC. That's cool. But look, so I seen the governor who was doing the interview from South Dakota. I seen her marriage ring on her finger. I see VP Harris's. I seen Governor Whitaker or Whitmore, whatever her name is. She was making sure she held her hands up so people could see it. You see what I'm saying? I see the one on Tim Walz's hands. I don't see no marriage ring on Donald Trump's hand. 78-year-old married man being accused of sleeping with people right now. The man does not represent what I represent as a Christian. Now, you could say as a Christian nationalist, but Christian nationalism is a political movement. That's not real Christianity. You need to understand that, Kool-Aid drinkers. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Okie doke says some people don't wear jewelry. I wanted them how to wear. All I'm saying is, bro, they have excuse after excuse after excuse. Everything Trump do, y'all got an excuse for it. And because y'all got an excuse for it, that makes him walk around. Oh, they cheated me out the election. And y'all sitting up there, where the Kool-Aid at? Drinking it. See, I'm objective. Completely objective. I'm not going to say that there wasn't irregularities, because there was irregularities, but it wasn't widespread enough that would have changed any difference in the election. So the court probably thought, in order to protect the integrity of the American elections, we just going to let that ride. Now, if they would have found something that was big enough to change the results in the election, then that would have been different. But it wasn't found. The guy had over 60 lawsuits. Bro, I'm not even a lawyer. I'm not even a lawyer. And I went up against an attorney 4 or 5 times. I ain't lost them. I lost one, my first case. And that second case was fourth case was somebody else's case. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even an attorney. I'm going against corporate lawyers. This dude can afford the best attorneys in the world. And he filed 60 cases. How many of them won? He had his chance. Bro, you lost. Face it, own it. But that's what Trump supporters do. They get mad at you. They get hot at you. They call you names, and they dip. And then the Harris supporters come in here, you know, and in a day that I might not be saying something good about Harris, they gone too. They out of here. We gone. That's what you get for speaking the truth. I'm independent, bro. I independently take every issue independently. I looked at abortion and my Christian values came out. And that's why I'm against abortion. I looked at two gay people getting married, my Christian values came out. That's why I'm against two gays getting married. I looked at immigration and my common sense values came out. And that's why I'm against immigration. Okay? Now, Harris's point about the government not being in it and everything, that's fine. That's her argument. I'm not hating on that. That's her argument. I'm not a woman. I'll never be held responsible for getting an abortion as a Christian. But my thing is, as a politician, I couldn't support legislation that allows women to do that. But I'm not going to argue with her on that. And I'm not going to beat her down about that. You see what I'm saying? But I'm saying abortion and listen, if I was the devil and I was going to put an antichrist on this earth, I'm going to put him coming out with horns. He going to come up with horns. And everybody going to say, hey, look at that's not how he come. He not going to come like that. He going to come as a lamb. But he really a wolf. And he got the lamb clothing on him. Trump got lamb clothing on him. And if you ain't got a brain to look between the cracks, you ain't gonna never see it. That's my point. Mr. Brian, I didn't see you in here. Hey, good morning, Mr. Brian. Everybody like that $2 super chat. I didn't see my guy in here, man. If I did, I would have made you a moderator. Let me see if I could do it right now. Yes, sir, I can do it right now. I'm going to go do that right now. But good morning, Mr. Brian. Everybody go like Mr. Brian's $2 super chat. He always donates to the channel. He says, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm really not, man. I'm just fair and balanced and objective about the situation. I can't hate on Trump. I'm going to see it for what it is. Trump's GDP and economic growth was 2 times Obama's. Facts. I'm going to see it for what it is. Bottom line. Okay? Whoever for Harris says, go make us some more Kool-Aid, ain't no Hey, I got it on deck for you guys. Got it on deck. Let me see who we got. Shantae So Fly says, if you're not gay or trans, how is anybody's affecting your mind? They're not, baby. They're not. I didn't say, but I'm not saying that they are. Like, look, Red G says these people need to vet Trump. Red G, they do need to. General Milley did. Listen, Shantae So Fly, look. I'm sorry. I did the wrong person. I was supposed to do Brian G. I apologize about that. But look, so this is what I'm saying. I'm not doing that. I'm not like hating. I'm just saying, like, me as a Christian, that's my views. I'm not saying that it hurts my masculinity in any ways. Oh, okay, I understand, Shantae So Fly. But look, I'm not saying that it's not hurting my masculinity, just to speak on it in any way whatsoever. 10,000%. I'm just saying my faith is that strong to where I don't believe, like, when a woman have an abortion, we don't even know who that could have been. Like, that's, to me, that's like any protecting a child's life. That's how I feel. As far as two men getting married, I just think that's against nature. But I'm not saying that's not hurting or affecting me at all. In all actuality, God does give them a free will to make that decision. God gave them a free will to choose that. I'm just saying, me personally, if I was a politician, I wouldn't make laws to help them do that because I don't believe in that. But I'll never run for office or never be a politician. That's number one. Number two, the U.S. Supreme Court is the ones who made the decision on Roe v. Wade. Who made the decision to let two gay people get married? It's always going to be that third branch of government. It ain't too much that a politician, for a president to pass that law, they're going to need Congress. If that president doesn't get Congress to help them pass the law, it's not going to never get passed. Okay, Miss Bless Up Kev, she could stay as a mod. That's fine. No problem whatsoever. Alexander Beamer says, this man has made Stevie, I can't even read that. I'm saying, is that AI? I don't even know anyone who spells or writes like that. Montel Williams says blow. Montel Williams love child. Bro, like they thinking about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with reality of life. That's what I'm saying. We want to talk about stuff that doesn't affect nothing to do with life or reality. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm trying to talk about something serious. Like this dude is a possible threat to our nation. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Okay? So guys, let me keep it going. Let me keep it going. Let me keep it going. Okay, guys. So listen, I told y'all about Harris and her chance to distance herself from President Biden. From President Biden. She got 2 chances to do that. That's coming up. If you guys have not heard, you guys just not joining us. She going on Fox News with Brett Baer at I think that's 6 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. And then tonight with that boy Charlemagne the Guy, she doing a town hall with him. I think that's gonna be very interesting, guys. So guys, we're gonna go for this last hour. We're gonna do a segment what I call poll talk. You know what I'm saying? Right after poll talk, we're going to do it for the rest of the streams. Right after poll talk, I'm going to let you guys pick the discussion. I thank you guys for your super chats and everything to this point. Okay, so poll talk, poll talk, poll talk. I want to start off by calling Cap on a campaign advisor I heard speak on a podcast on Sunday. Okay? So he said that you can't take a 46% candidate and turn them into a 54% candidate. Cap. That's all cap. Or basically, there was nothing you could do about a 54-46 race. I call straight cap. That's cap, bro. That's a bird song. Because the guy knows that he hasn't done enough or has ran a bad campaign. Facts. He also said the internal polls for the campaign has been neck and neck. But Trump made strides last week, and we know that. He's trying to act like Trump didn't make real movement. Trump has gotten about 47% of the electorate every time he has ran, and he might get 48% this time. With multiple candidates in the race, VP Harris needs at least 48 to 49% to be safe if she wants to secure a victory. In my opinion, I don't think that Trump will outperform the polls this time. I really don't think so. I have several reasons to believe that. I'm looking at the polling within the districts, which polls are better. I've seen some Republicans internal polling. I've seen some Democratic internal polling. And then I'm going off of what happened in 2022. I don't think he's going to overperform the polls. If he do, it's going to be like normal, slightly. Okay? The pollsters have done what I call the Trump adjustment, which they adjust their polls according to the underpolling we have seen from Trump in 2016 and 2020. I think what we have seen in 2022 when the Democrats were underestimated is about to happen again. I believe this election will be different than what happened in previous elections, and I think the polls are extremely accurate this time. Not precise, but accurate. I believe the race is deadlocked. And although I do believe Kamala will win the popular vote, I think Trump's trips to Colorado and California, along with his upcoming mammoth rally coming up in a couple of weeks at Madison Square Garden, is Trump trying at the popular vote. What you guys think? I was wondering what he going to Colorado for. In California, he got a big rally coming up in Madison Square Garden later on this month. Big rally. In New York, what's he doing that for? I think he's trying to win the popular vote. What you guys think? He's still doing battle in the battleground state, but he's trying to win the popular vote as well. Okay? I believe even if Trump won the popular vote, just as Trump did in 2016, Harris still has an inside straight and a great opportunity to win this race in the Electoral College. That's my take. What you guys think? You know what I'm saying? Write back down in the comments, man. In the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Drake, let me see. Bless up Kev, he's talking about somebody in this, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how this person is still in the chat. But he said, you still trying to say you rich? That's cap. You know what I'm saying? Drake Curran says, if Kamala loses, we will swallow our pride and admit it. We will keep fighting for what we believe in and move forward. Facts. If Trump loses, he will fight tooth and nail to obstruct democracy. Tell me how that person wrong. Y'all tell me how they wrong. He's saying it out of his own mouth. He's saying he's trying to tear down the system. Does he not talk like that? Y'all tell me where I'm wrong. Just let me know. Oh, bless up, Kev. That's on you, my brother. That's on you. Miss Eleanor Walker says true. He's saying it out of his mouth. He's straight out of it. We need to drain the swamp. Basically, he's saying he want to reach this. So, yes, he believe in it. He didn't try to stop nobody from marching on the Capitol on January 6th. Tell me where I'm wrong. He tried to stop him. You know when he used his presidential power to try to stop him? When he seen he didn't have a choice. When he seen that it was going to backfire on him. When he seen that he probably was going to catch some charges for what he did. Then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, that's on Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi the president now. It's on Nancy Pelosi. Guys, all the good y'all hear me say about Trump, I don't go nowhere. What podcasts or streams y'all see that are Democrats that talk good about Trump? I don't hear none of them. But they got millions of followers because the people want to go there and hear something to make them feel good. And if you support Harris, I guess you need to know to be able to feel good. You want to hear somebody to that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, cement your position. Same thing with Trump supporters, but Trump supporters are way more volatile. They're gonna try to attack you personally. They try to attack you personally if you're not supporting their dear leader. Guys, in this spot right here, you're gonna get straight truth. I'll be everybody's worst nightmare. When I look at VP Harris, the only thing I do with VP Harris is try to publicly say stuff that could help her. Because if nobody tell her, and if she keep on not separating herself from Biden, if she keep on doing that, it's a good chance that week Trump had last week, he going to have another one, and then it will be a landslide. So somebody need to tell her, instead of that dude that they hired for her campaign. Look, a campaign strategist said that all he could do is move the election for Harris by 0.5 or 1 percentage point. What that guy say? Bruh, and how much money you paying him? Ain't no way in the world. I'll get him out of here. Come pay me. You could pay me 10% of what you paying him. And I could guarantee you, because bless up, Kev, be honest. How many times y'all heard me say she need to go on Fox News? Be honest. How many times y'all heard me say that? You feel me? So if I was her campaign strategist, she would have been on Fox News last month. How many times you heard me? The only thing that I seen VP Harris do that she had corrected to this point that she can't correct is her vice presidential pick. That's the only thing I seen her do that I disagree with her that she cannot correct. Cause I think y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Yes or no? Do you guys think that Tim Walz helped her as a vice presidential pick? I don't see how he helped her at all. I don't see it. He might have, but I don't see how he helped her. But Shapiro definitely would have helped her. Forget Pennsylvania. Just listen to Shapiro talk. Listen to him walk. Look at him. Look at his polling numbers. Everything about him. The guy it's a proven fact what Shapiro is. Facts. So I think I don't see how what they're gonna say about him. I don't see how Shapiro would have hurt you at all. They might not have got along as well. Maybe that's what it is. But you got to win. I'm about winning, bro. That's all I believe in and winning. You see what I'm saying? 3KJ says she's a Democrat. I guess he's talking about Harris. Miss Eleanor Walker says to say that our black men support him this way is scary. Miss Eleanor, why you say that? You feel me? Why you think that black people can't support Donald Trump? I'm just curious why she say that. I just want to get her train of thought. Whoever this person is says, I want you to be a rep as you are part of Republican history. You feel what I'm talking about? Republican history. It's not American history. It's Republican history. What Donald Trump says, the enemy within, he said that, this is his words. Donald Trump said Russia and China ain't the problem. He basically talking about liberals. Radical liberals are the problem. Donald Trump is as radical as you could get. He's not moderate. Nikki Haley is moderate. You feel what I'm saying? Lindsey Graham is moderate. Donald Trump is a radical. He's a far-right extremist. He embraces far-right extremism. Tell me where I'm wrong. They're eating the pets. I'm going to build a wall. He a far-right extremist. Bottom line, he a far-right extremist. Tell me where I'm wrong. Me and Donald Trump can never see things eye to eye because I don't look at America as Republican or Democrat. I look at America as America. And I don't look at China or Russia as the enemies. I look at China, I look at China and Russia as the enemies, not an American who has the wrong political view. Make that make sense. Gloria Beckley says, like Taylor Swift says, it's me, the problem is me. So what you mean, the problem is you? Or are you talking about, I don't understand what that means. Mr. Colin Radley, I don't see why Colin, hold up. Mr. Colin Radley says, blacks for Trump is a real movement. Lots and lots of blacks voting for Trump. I got 5,000%. It's a real movement. That's why VP Harris came out with her economic plan. That's why, because of blacks for Trump. 10,000%. I think they usually win. I think Joe Biden, if I'm not mistaken, he got 87% of the black vote. VP Harris is polling at about 80%, 81%, 10%. Depending on how many turn out, that could be the election in a very close election. So that's why she's trying to move them margins. Kelly says he's super moderate. Kelly, he's got moderate policies. He used to be a moderate, but he came in embracing it. So you telling me Steve Bannon is a moderate? Everybody in his circle is an extremist. Laura Loomer is a moderate. Listen, JD Vance used to be a moderate. JD Vance then dogged on the police. He publicly saying that a person that used to be his best friend is a transgender. J.D. Vance publicly saying this. So he used to be a moderate. He ain't no moderate no more. It ain't nothing moderate about MAGA. I'm going to tell you that. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to about Trump, but there is nothing moderate about MAGA. Tell me where I'm wrong. Bro, they embrace far-right extremism, like the Proud Boys. That's extremism. Just like Antifa is extremism for the Democrats, the Proud Boys are extremism for the Republicans. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, baby. I'm just playing with you, but you feel what I'm saying? That, like, if y'all came out and heard VP Harris embrace Antifa, what we gonna say? What y'all gonna say? We hear Trump come out and embrace that. That Project 2025, that's extremism. And Trump is going to try to enact them policies. You know why? All them people got to go butter him up. They go butter him up, he going to enact all them policies. That's what he is. All you got to do is talk good about him. He don't want to hear truth. But I can't hate on him because a lot of people like that. They don't want to hear truth. If somebody could come out and speak truth, we see VP Harris hemorrhaging support, hemorrhaging, and the numbers moving. If somebody would come out and say, hey, don't say that, then she could turn it around. But if they like, nah, you know, all I could do is move the needle 0.5 for 1 point. If she loses, I'm going to still have my mansion. I'm going to still have my Bentley. You know, I'm going around saying that Donald Trump's a threat to democracy. He a threat to America. I'm going around saying that. But hey, if she loses, I'ma still be doing good. See, I don't look at it like that. I'm passionate. I take stuff seriously. If I hear a general that worked with the guy, General Milley, said he's a fascist and he's a problem, what are we gonna do? Just ignore the generals? We gonna ignore generals? Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna hear that. Brian C says Project 2025 is fake news. Brian C, thank you for that super chat. I want everybody right now, Brian C, to go like that $2 super chat. Everybody, as it scroll up like that soup. So Brian C, you say it's fake news? He said Project 2025 is fake news. I'm saying it wasn't never wrote down though. I'm not saying listen, Brian, I'm not saying nothing about whether or not Trump is saying he's going to support it. I'm just saying the Project 2025 is fake news. Building for conservative victory through policy, personnel, and training. Project 2025 is a historic movement brought together by over 100 respected organizations from across the conservative movement to take down the deep state. What? And return the government to the people. Its mandate for leadership, the conservative promise, published in April 2023. It was published. Is a product of more than 400 scholars and policy experts from around the country. Bro, they got together and came up with that. I'm not saying Trump is supporting that right now. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is he going to. That's my position. You know why they're going to be bringing it to him? Y'all know how Trump is, man. Trump is cool. Like, if you cool with the guy, he's cool. If you cool with him, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Brian, I thank y'all for that super chat, guys. Y'all want to super chat to the channel. Y'all want to donate to the channel. I appreciate it. Like, I'll read you guys' comments. You know what I'm saying? We can have a discussion. I ask if y'all haven't liked the video, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Guys, we're going to go over the polls real quick. You know what I'm saying? So the polls I use, like I've used these polls the whole time. That's how I said Trump was having a good week. If I was disingenuous, I could look at one poll and I could look at the other poll, like how some other people were saying, hey, well, the polls was been tied the whole time. It's been tied the whole time. It's been tied the whole time. It's been tied. There ain't no movement in the polls. It's been a 47-48, 47-40. Nah, bro, it's been movement in the polls. You feel me? So the same poll that I've been using the whole time, 270 to win, national poll, we know this ain't a national race, so the national election does not matter. National poll has an average of 15 polls. Right now has Harris at 49% to Trump's 46.9. Harris up 2.5 points nationally, according to the 270 to win poll. An average of 15 polls, and that was published this morning. The newest poll, she up 2.5 points. Now, bless up, Kev, you guys. What's up, Paul Silas? My boy Paul is the king of the trolls. You know what I'm saying? My boy Paul. Wow. Hey, look, listen, Brian, see, this is what I wanted to say to you, my brother. We're going to look at the battleground state polls. We're going to go state by state, okay? You guys, if y'all follow the content, y'all know I said from the very beginning, I thought it was almost impossible. You guys could just go look at the streams that were uploaded already, okay? I thought that Harris wasn't going. It was tough. Arizona was tough for her. An average of 8 polls last conducted on October the 14th has Trump up 48.9. That's almost 49% to 47.1. He up by nearly 2 points in Arizona. I see Brian C with that $2 super chat. He says Trump 297. Harris 241. That's very interesting. So Brian, let's see. So that's 15 points you gave her from 226, right? So I'm saying you saying she gonna win what? Michigan or North Carolina? So Brian thinks that Michigan or North Carolina will be the only battleground state she wins. That's his prediction. Let's keep going though. In Georgia, Brian, those numbers like Trump with a Republican governor and the machine that he has, I just say those numbers are just too close. No, Colin, not you, Paul. Paul Silas is the king of the troll. Paul S-A-L-C-E, not you. Definitely not you. Colin, not you or Brian. Definitely not. But look, if we look at Georgia, like I said, Trump is up. They both got 47%. Trump up 47.8 to Harris 47.3. But look, I'll say this, though. I did say from the beginning, I don't think that she could win Arizona and Georgia. But the thing about Georgia is I might want to change my mind a little bit about Georgia. The reason I might want to do that is because I see an average of 6 polls in Georgia, last conducted October the 14th. It's a red state traditionally, Republican governor and stuff, and Trump's only up by half a point. I seen a Fox News poll last week that showed that Harris was up by 3 points in Georgia. So I'll just be careful with Georgia. In my opinion, Georgia's a toss-up. Arizona, it looked like it's slipping out of her grasp. In my opinion, Georgia is a toss-up. I'm not going to, bro, we still got, about 3 weeks to the election? That's an eternity, man. In politics, we finna find out. Because when these same polls that I'm going to go over these numbers, I'm going to go over them every day, and I'm going to go over them again on Monday. All right? And we're going to see what they say. In Pennsylvania, okay, last conducted on October the 13th, an average of 10 polls. It has Trump up by 0.1%, 47.9 to 47.8. He took another, that Pennsylvania going back and forth. We expected that. If you look at, this is what I'm saying, this is what I want you to do, Brian. He says Trump, PA, Georgia, Wisconsin, Arizona, and Nevada. He gave Harris, Michigan. I just have to disagree with that, man. I think Harris is going to win Wisconsin, too. So that's going to come down to Pennsylvania. I'm almost positive. Listen, I would say she wins Wisconsin before she does Michigan. So I'm saying if she wins Michigan, I think she's going to win Wisconsin. The state that I would think that was split, this is my thoughts, that I think was split would be Pennsylvania. But let's keep going. Trump is up by less than 1 percentage point, okay? in Pennsylvania. That's movement in this poll. I'll give you that. That's movement in this poll. But the way I look at this, Colin, and if you guys would go and you guys and Brian, if you guys go look at the districts, Brian, I welcome you to go look up the 7th district and the 10th district in Pennsylvania. Look at the polling in the individual districts. Like we said, like, okay, so we think a national race. The race isn't one national. So we think, okay, state by state. It's really not one state by state. But it is, but it isn't. The states put out the delegates, or the states give the delegates, but it's actually one district by district. The districts are the one that's calling those individual districts make up the entire state. If you look at the districts in the 7th and the 10th district, and you guys do researches on the 7th and the 10th district, you guys will find out that VP Harris is performing really well on those internal pollings in the districts in Pennsylvania. She spent a lot of time and a lot of money, and she still got 20-some days left. So, I mean, I'll say Pennsylvania is still a toss-up. In Michigan, Harris is flipped, and she went back up by 0.1. So she's at 47.5 to Trump's 47.4. You guys realize they're not getting 50% of the vote because there's other candidates in the race, okay? So that has that's an average of 8 polls. Last poll was conducted on October the 11th, and it has Harris up with a slight advantage in basically a virtually tied race. We look at Nevada. I think of the Sunbelt states. I predicted that Nevada, Harris had the best chance of winning Nevada. I seen a poll where Trump was winning by 5 points in Nevada. I don't believe that poll. Some people believe that. I don't believe that poll, though. In the 270 to win, that has an average of 5 polls, last taken on October the 11th. I see in Nevada, Trump is up 0.6 points, 48% to 47.4%. That's a tie race in Nevada. Tie race in Michigan. Tie race in Pennsylvania. Tie race in Georgia. The only poll on here I see to where he has just like an advantage that's still within the margin of error is Arizona. That's like the advantage Harris had in Michigan and all her states. But Arizona. In Wisconsin, Harris got a little bit more lead, 0.3 percentage point, an average of 7 polls. Last poll on October the 11th have Harris up 47.4 to 47.4 to 47, has Harris up 47.7 to 47.4. That's less than a point in Wisconsin. Tie race. This is what's scary to me. This is what's scary. Because this getting down to the nitty gritty. I said, and I stand on what I say, right, wrong, or indifferent. I thought Harris had a better chance in North Carolina than she had in Georgia. It's not shaping up that way. In North Carolina right now, an average of 5 polls, this is 5 polls. This ain't one poll. This is an average of 5 polls. Last taken on October the 11th, it shows Trump got a 1.6 point lead over VP Harris. He's actually at 48.6% to Harris 47%. Guys, there's a constant that I see in this. I look at Wisconsin, Harris is right at 47. I look at North Carolina, Harris is right at 47. I look at Nevada, Harris is right at 47. I look at Michigan, Harris is right at 47. I look at Pennsylvania, she pushing 48, but she's still at 47. I look at Georgia, 47. I look at Arizona, 47. Nationally, she's about at 50. You guys know what I think. To me, that's what's the scariest thing. Because we know Trump in all 3 races, y'all do your research, has gotten 47 or 47-something% of the vote. So if Harris can't get over 47, it's a tie race. And I think that's because of all the other candidates that's in the race. But I think, you know what I'm saying, right at 47%. Bless up, Kev. He telling Paul to chill out. My boy Paul, the king of the trolls. Shantae So Fly says, please like the live and subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't liked the live, please do that. Double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. You guys, if y'all want to super chat, donate. I thank y'all for the donations so far. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and do that though. I mean, I don't like been in here the whole time saying stuff. I have no idea what he's talking about. My boy Red G, he said Diddy's for Trump. That's the black men, Asians, for Kamala. Hey, Red G, are you Asian? Asian. Hey, what I think Red G trying to say is that Trump getting shot at. Trump got 34 felonies. So black men found it appealing to vote for him in some kind of way, dude. That's just too funny, man. That is too hilarious, bro. Too hilarious. We're not gonna say that's racist at all, though. You feel me? You feel me? So let's see. Miss Gloria says ballot mail for Madam President. Madam President. You feel me? Them Trump supporters, y'all gonna be crying. Trump gonna, hey, listen, what Trump gonna be doing? Ain't no more Kool-Aid to drink. Listen, how y'all gonna support him from a jail cell? I guess you could. Because if you didn't drink the Jim Jones juice and everybody died, I think Charles Manson get married from a jail. That man gonna have supporters in prison. Okay, he better win. And then if you think so, Jess says he will go to jail. Shoot, he gonna definitely get sentenced. What I said at the top of the stream, some of you guys may not have heard this, okay? But I want to repeat this for you guys, because in my opinion, this is serious. It's real serious. It's very serious. More serious than we want to talk about. Because y'all know he just went to Coachella, right? Y'all know that, right? Well, the police, let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Okay? The Riverside County Sheriff, Chad Blanco, said that an arrest was made at the campaign event that Trump had in Coachella on Saturday that could have possibly saved his life. That was the third assassination. Listen, let's count it. July, ain't nobody tried in August, right? Or did they? Somebody tried in September. This October, bro, that's just 4 months. Bro, active plots to assassinate. And then, like, he got a jail sentence hovering on. I mean, the way that the MAGA people and the thing, listen, if the government was trying to put me in jail, I wouldn't be going out saying that I'm going to get all my political enemies. To me, you hustling backwards. If that's your thoughts or that's what you want to do, keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. You're not no genius. By saying that, what make you a genius? If you think they out to get you and you going out talking like that, I'm going to sick the military on American citizens. What? You think that's going to make them stop trying? That's going to make them try to get you more. Y'all tell me where I'm wrong at. Do not go out. You are trying to win an election. Don't pick fights with the American people. That's all I'm saying. If he want to pick a fight with Kamala. Pick a fight with Barack. Pick a fight with Biden. You're supposed to be coming to us to represent us. Don't pick fights with the American people. Mr. Colin Mr. Colin Radley with that $5 super chat. Thank you, my brother, for donating to the channel. As that super chat go up in the stream, I ask that all you guys like Mr. Colin's super chat. Thank him for donating to the channel. Thank you, Mr. Colin. He always donate. He says, I don't look at the polls until voting day because it's a bunch of what-if numbers right now. That's right, Mr. Colin. But this is what I do, Mr. Colin. I look at the movement. Does that make sense, Mr. Colin? I look at the movement in the polls. That's what tell me. Listen. So I got this 270 to win poll, okay? So I got this poll. Nationally, at the same time, nationally, I ain't gonna call no news agency's name, but they said that VP Harris was up by like 5 or 6 points nationally. They're playing the same game they used to play that destroyed Hillary. You see what I'm saying? I guess they want to project it like she winning so big so everybody will feel comfortable. It'll make them go vote for her. But that's what beat Hillary. Listen, this whole time, this 270 to win poll, it never had Harris up by more than 4 points. And it's the average of the polls. So this poll is going to use that poll, and it uses all the polls. It uses the Rasmussen poll that's showing Trump up by 2 points nationally. It's showing all the polls. And in all the polls, the average right now, Harris is up 3.5, but at that time, she was up like 3.9. So nationally, I seen her lose 1.3 points in the same poll. So if I see that movement, that same poll that had Trump up by 5 points, have it a deadlock race. In 7 days, Trump gained 5 points to 7 gains. Nationally, no, you know that poll was wrong from the get-go, and I knew it was too. But if I see a Fox News poll that shows Harris up by 3 in Georgia, that's scary for Trump because that's a conservative pollster. They're going to have a conservative tilt, just like the liberal or the Democrats going to have a liberal tilt. So on that conservative tip, if I see them up by 3 points, bro, I don't care what the internal polling's saying. Like, yeah, I think that's a problem. So Georgia might be a problem for him. North Carolina might be a little safer than what we thought it was for him. Michigan looks like it's back in toss-up, lean Harris territory. Pennsylvania is back in toss-up. Harris had like a 1 or 2 point lead in this poll. I think the 2 point lead is the biggest lead she has in this poll. Now Trump is holding Pennsylvania in this poll by 0.1. Harris had like a 3-4 point lead. Well, I think that was in Pennsylvania. Michigan, she got up to like 3 points, 4 points in the 270 to win poll. She hanging on by the thinnest of margins. In Wisconsin, she was up by 2-3 points. In Wisconsin, she hanging on by 0.3 points. Guys, all my new moderators, all my people in here, guys, I don't think I'm going live tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. But all you guys, we're going to try to build a channel if we can, like from this point right here. Listen, guys. When I'm telling y'all listen to me. On October the 20th, that's in 5 days. This is what I'm saying, Mr. Colin. You guys, this is what I'm saying. Looking at these same polls by Monday, I think she's going to move in these polls. I think she's going to be up by 2 in Michigan. In these polls, I think she's going to be up by 2 in Wisconsin, and she's going to be up by a point in Pennsylvania. Because, look, she playing in Arizona as backup. Like, come about, I think this probably the last week that she might roll the dice one more week. And then probably that last week before the election, she going to look at that map. And then she going to say, nah, if Arizona don't look feasible, you don't got the resources to keep going to Arizona. She probably let it go. That's what I think. But we don't know yet. But it looked like Trump's lead is the most solid in Arizona. And second most solid is North Carolina. I seen her in North Carolina. I know she's going back to North Carolina this week, next week. She's not going to stop fighting for them states. Nevada, I don't know if I believe Nevada. Because Nevada is showing that she's not doing good in Nevada, but I think she's doing better than the polls are showing. That's what I think. Guys, we got to remember something. So Trump is relying. This is something that campaign strategist said where he educated me, that he made sense with. Out of all the things he said, this made the most sense. He said Trump is relying on a certain kind of voter. I agree with that, 10,000%. He looking for that bro culture. He looking for male voters, black male voters. Typically, you gonna trust a 21-year-old to go vote on election day to win you the election? That's all I'm saying. You gonna trust a 21-year-old to go vote? They just think it's cool. Trump is the wave right now, so they just riding the wave. But I'm saying on election day, because Trump don't have the machine to turn. Listen, let me explain something. She raised $1 billion. Okay, so switch it. I'm talking about she only had 100 days. All of VP Harris, all of this is done in 100 days. You got to salute her, bro. 100 days? Trump didn't have 4 years, okay? Now, you got to switch it around. Say VP Harris was like the Obama campaign that needed the young people. Trump need young people because Harris is beating them with the older people. Harris is beating them with women. And women and old people are the most likely of the voters. They're more than likely going to show up when it's vote time. A woman and an old person, they going to them polls. You could count on them likely voters. A 21-year-old, that's not a likely voter. A man in general is not a likely voter. My boy, who is that? My boy, Kush Boy. He's a North Carolina black male. He told Husky Mom he ain't even voting. But he's speaking for Trump. That's what I'm saying. How many of those black males that are supporting Trump are actually going to go vote? So I'm saying Trump doesn't have the machine to turn out the vote like the Democrats do. That's what I'm saying. Let me see what Colin says. He says, yeah, really, way more hair signs here than I thought there would be. Exactly. And I'm saying, like, as you get closer to the election, I'm saying the Democrats have a full-fledged operation. VP Harris and them got a full-fledged operation, bro. All 50 states. Look how, okay, watch this. Watch this. I'm finna show y'all what I'm talking about. Because y'all looking at them numbers, that's just a phone call. That don't mean they're going to show up and vote. Oh, just like you said, Colin, that's just a call. Oh, well, 35% of us support Harris and 50% of us support Trump. That's a phone call. That ain't no vote. That's what I'm saying. You got to get them to the polls. First of all, you got to convince them to vote for you, and then you got to get them to the polls. That don't mean that they're going to go to the polls because they said they're going to vote for you. See what I'm saying? And a lot of them people who saying that they're going to, listen, Trump got some hard down MAGA supporters. That's who he's trying to turn out. All these bro code, like going on these podcasts with the 21-year-olds, I wouldn't trust them to win me an election. That's all I'm saying. Look, how many campaign offices, this is what we're looking up, guys. How many campaign offices do VP Harris have in Pennsylvania? I just want to let you see the operation because voting day is going to be totally different. Listen, VP Harris, listen to me, guys. Y'all take a guess. Y'all spam a guess of how many campaign offices she have in Pennsylvania. Take a guess. I want to see. How many campaign offices would you say that VP Harris has in Pennsylvania? Y'all spam it for me. Let me see. Let me see. What's up, Republic Cuban? How you doing? Y'all want to spam. How many campaign offices? 40 Deuce says one. Jessica, that's a lot. 250, that's a whole lot. Y'all tell me. Gary, you looking it up like I did. BMW Wilson says 110. Nah, it ain't that many. Guys, she got 50. Look, who cares? Who said that? Neil, it matters because that's how you turn out your vote. Does that make sense to you? That's how you go knock on doors, or you vote. That's how you get the numbers. That's how you get people to the polls. That's what I'm saying. That don't make no. Okay, let's look at this. How many campaign offices do Trump have in Pennsylvania? Because look, Pennsylvania is the state with the most votes. That's the hardest they're going to go in Pennsylvania. How many campaign offices do Trump have in Pennsylvania? Listen, Trump been in this race for how many years? He opened his first campaign office in Pennsylvania in June. I want to see how many he has, though. Hold on just a sec. Bro, guys, this makes a huge difference. Huge difference. I don't see the number. But I can promise you it ain't nowhere close to her machine. Nowhere close. All I see is one. You got one campaign office. How many campaign offices he got, y'all? I don't see none but one. I'm trying to find it. All I see is one. I might be wrong. All I see, he got one campaign office. No, this ain't the 1850s, but I'm saying that's how you turn out the vote, man. What if you got people who voting for you ain't got no cars? How you gonna get them to the poll? You got 20 people who voting for you, they ain't got no cars. That's 20 votes you gonna lose. How you get people to come support you? How you gonna get them to support you if you ain't got nobody knocking on doors? If you ain't got nobody answering the phones? If you ain't got nobody putting up yard signs? Tendo says people are decided. Not all people. There's plenty of, it's about 3 or 4% of the population that's still undecided. And if you get 150, let's just say at least 150 million people vote, that's 6 million people still undecided. 6 million. And out of those 7 battleground states, bro, you got 50,000 undecideds in them 7 battleground states. Easy. Them 50,000 people are going to decide the election. Going to. 1,000%. Going to. This election will be lost or won by less than 50,000 votes in them 7 states. Facts. 1,000%. So that's who you can. Everything you doing is for the undecideds and to get your people to actually vote. How many of us in here support Harris? How many of us support Trump? I'm saying, how many people do you know that said they support Harris or they supported a candidate and didn't go vote? We know tons of them, especially younger people. What Obama did, Obama energized them, bro. He got them crunk. He got them hyped up. And or it's either that or you scare them or you do something to get them to the polls. Because just, bro, a lot of people get turned off by it. People like, man, I ain't finna vote for neither one of these people. That's what Kush Boy said. So you got to rile up your base and you got to win the new people. And you got to get them to the polls. You got to convince them to want to vote for you. There's so many things to do, man. So many. You feel what I'm saying? It's not as easy as you guys think. It's a whole operation. You got to know the places where to run your ads in. You see what I'm saying? It's just facts. Michael, I asked y'all to tell me how many campaign offices Trump got in Pennsylvania. You feel me? How many? Shantae So Fly says, I'm sorry, I cannot see some 18-year-old who loves to play COD all day, getting off the game randomly on November 5th saying, hey, bro, come pick me up so we could go vote. That's all I'm saying. That's what Costa Autism, how you doing? Like, that's what Harris supporters said, what that campaign guy said. He said Trump's support, the voters Trump are relying on to hit that number 48 are low propensity voters. He's been courting them the whole time, the bro culture. Those younger males, the male culture, and a lot of times the men don't vote. They don't care that much about it. Men don't care about that. Vote for who? Man, I ain't voting for none of them. Or they might be doing something. He might be working, trying to make some money. It take a certain kind of man who gonna go to them polls, who you could depend on to win the election to go vote for you. The women now, we know, we know them women going. Am I right or wrong? We know them women going. Old people, all the old people voting. You don't see nothing but white hairs at the polls. Tell me where I'm wrong. Those are Harris's strongest supporters. Y'all gotta think about this when y'all looking at the numbers. They readjusted the polls from 2022 because they know Trump was overperforming the polls. They wanted to make the polls more accurate. So that's why we seen what happened in 2022, where they predicted the red wave and the Democrats did as good as they did. And them the same polls. I really think it's a deadlock race. To me, whoever get to 48.5, that's your winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Trump think he could win the popular vote. A Republican had won the popular vote since what? The second Bush? It's been a long time. Trump think he could win the popular vote. Echad says Harris is the underdog. Yeah, but the underdog with a lot of money and a lot of organization and she the vice president too. She the underdog, bro, but Harris easily could win this race. Don't get it twisted. Easily. I have not seen no movement to where I say, okay, y'all, it's over with. It's over. Trump finna win. And we get to that point, like I'm saying, look, bless up Kev, I think he heard me say this. We heard James Carville. I respect James Carville, man. He from Louisiana. I grew up watching him. We heard James Carville say he thought that the election was going to break for one of the candidates. It usually do. So what happened last week where we saw that movement in Trump's favor, he said he thought it was going to break for Harris, but what he said it was actually happening. It just wasn't breaking for Harris. It was breaking for Trump. So I knew, and you go back and watch the stream on Saturday and Sunday. On Friday, this before anybody announced. Bless up Kev could tell you I've been saying she need to go to Fox News. She need to do as many interviews as possible. That's how you going to come out strong and tough. You a woman going up against this guy. Brian C., thank you for that $2 super chat. He says Nate Silver says he's going to win. Yes, sir. I just don't want to be eating no crow. That's why I'm not saying nobody going to win. I think it's too close to call. I think it's too many variables. Everybody, please, like Brian C.'s $2 super chat, sir. Everybody is just scroll up in the chat. Thank you, sir, for your donation. I just think it's way too close to call. That's just my personal opinion. I just think there's variables in this situation that were in the last election. The last election, because of COVID, you see what I'm saying? I think that's, you know what I'm saying, some variables. But I don't think it's going to be there. I think the Republicans are going to be watching them polls like an eagle hawk. I think the court behind the scenes might play a little part in it too, because of the reports Trump made to all the courts about irregularities. So they just want to secure a safe election. So I don't think it's going to, there's so many things that we don't know. The polls were adjusted. It's just so much, guys, that we just not all the way sure about. It's too close to call for me right now, personally. The popular vote, I don't see how Trump wins the popular vote. You got California, Texas, New York, and Illinois, right? Them are the 4 biggest states. New York State, look, in the state of New York, okay, Trump done closed the gap in New York and California. Now, he doing a rally in Madison Square Garden, guys. Think about that. Trump, a Republican, in Madison Square Garden, 100,000. Watch. I'm telling y'all get ready for that. See, I'm sorry. I'm supporting Harris still, y'all. I'm just speaking facts. That's what's going to happen. 100,000 people. Madison Square Garden. He's not going to win New York. We know he's not winning New York, though, don't we? That's why I said, is he delusional? But I see what I think he's trying to do. I think he's trying to win the popular vote. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to happen, but I think he's trying to win it. Let's look. So in New York, same poll, 270 to win polls. Last poll taken. Hold up, y'all. The last poll taken. Last poll was September 27. I don't know why they ain't got no polls on New York. Everybody else, they got polls. Hold up. September 27. I need some more recent polls than that. But in the 270 to win polling, September 27th, Harris was up by 13 points in New York. 13 points. 13. I mean, if he get the numbers up, I mean, she probably gonna win New York by at least double digits. I would say about 10. But in Trump mind, that's a very popular state. Let me get them numbers in my favor so that'll help me with the popular vote. In the state of California, this same poll, we looked at this poll a couple of days ago. She was winning by 27. Now she only winning by 25. She gonna win California and New York. Don't get it twisted. But his goal is to get them numbers as close as he can. You see what I'm saying? Because California got all the people. California, New York, Illinois, and Texas. I'm not gonna look up the percentage, but I could guarantee you them 4 states probably got 30, 40, 50% of the American population. Democrats always win them states handily. They got more people than the rest of the states. So that's how they win the popular vote every time. They win the cities. See what I'm saying? But I think Trump is going to work hard this time to win that popular vote. What you guys think? What you think, Bless Up Kev? Oh, Bless Up Kev's talking to Colin. You know what I'm saying? Centennial says, get out of your blue bubble. Man, come on, man. There's no way y'all could do that. Say I'm in a blue bubble. There's no way you can honestly say I'm in a blue bubble. If you guys follow this podcast stream, you guys know I am not in no blue bubble. Reggie says, truly couldn't we have President Kamala and VP Vance? Usher won't hurt a broom. I'm not sure what that means, Reggie. Well, I think he's saying Vance. Like, I think he likes Vance as a vice presidential candidate. You see what I'm saying? I'm not too bad on Vance though. I think Vance is a pretty smart guy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see a reason. Like, Vance is sure. I'm sure he's gonna run for president. Don't you guys think he's a pretty smart guy? But I think in my opinion, the person best to be vice president for the Dems was Shapiro. That's not who we picked. That's where we at. Guys, I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. Mr. Colin, Bless Up Kev, Shantae So Fly, of course, my boy Brian C. Thank you guys so much. That's our time though, guys. Like, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I will be back on Thursday. I know I told the people that I'll be streaming on Wednesday, so they probably was looking for me on Wednesday, but I showed up today. You know what I'm saying? But guys, so I will not be streaming tomorrow as far as I know. That's why y'all hit that notification bell. If y'all hit that notification bell, every time I come in, you guys will see me come in. Right before I go, I see my boy Brian C. with that $2 super chat. He says that I'm definitely are. What you mean, Brian? I'm in a blue bubble? No, sir, Brian. I am definitely not in a blue bubble. Thank you, Bless Up Kev. He said 5. Brian, I promise you I'm not. Brian, if I would ask Bless Up Kev, Brian, I started the stream on this vertical live feed. We will have 500 people, 600 people in this stream. When we end the stream like this, how we got 80 people in here, it was over 200 people every single day we ended the stream. When I get on Trump, it's like some of the Trump people, they still stay. I think most of the people in here is because they're moderates. They might be leaning a little left or leaning a little right, but I think most of the people in here right now are moderates. I think Bless Up Kev is voting for Harris, but he's a moderate. I think that Brian and what's my other boy name? I think Brian and Colin are voted for Trump, but I think they're like common sense Trump supporters. They're probably college educated Trump supporters. They're the kind of homeboys I had back at home. Those Trump supporters who ain't never left the underside of Georgia, guys, I promise you. You hear that Colin says it's mostly blue? Listen, y'all, only on economic issues, really. How you could say I'm blue and I'm against abortion? You think VP Harris gonna ever let me really in her party or in that circle or circumference? Or Obama or any Democratic Party gonna let me in their circle or circumference when I'm publicly speaking? Yeah, Colin, thank you, my brother. Thank y'all for those donations and the support. But y'all guys, listen, you think the Democrats are gonna let me in their circle or circumference when I'm saying that abortion is wrong? When I'm saying I don't think two gays should get married? When I'm saying, when I'm railing on Biden about all the migrants he led into the country? When I got on Obama, y'all remember that, Brian? You remember I just was on Obama last stream? You think the Democrats gonna let me in? I'm not one of them. And y'all see how much I be on Trump. Guys, I am a independent. I know, guys, that you guys do not see this often. I know y'all don't see it often. It's a rarity. I'm an independent. I promise y'all, 1,000% independent. I looked at abortion and I made a decision on abortion based off my Christian views, not based off what the Republicans say, not based off of what the Democrats say, based off my own Christian views, independent. I made that decision independent of any political association, independent. Same thing with gay rights, same thing with immigration, same thing with you see that? Brian, I know that, Brian. Everybody like Brian's $2 super chat. Thank you for that donation. I know that, Brian. I could tell by how you act. You act too civilized to be MAGA. Brian is one of them old Republicans, like what J.D. Vance was before he came MAGA. You see what I'm saying? What Nikki Haley is. One of them old Republicans. I could tell. You see what I'm saying? The old Republicans didn't used to be radicalized where they're like, argh! If you disagree with them, they're like, argh! The old Republicans used to be like Brian. And it used to be the Democrats that was radical. Not too long ago. Y'all remember that? They were calling Obama was the radical. They didn't call neither one of the Bushes a radical. They didn't call Reagan a radical. Obama was the radical. They used to talk about Clinton like he was a radical. But you ain't really get that about Republicans. Republicans were like Brian and Colin. They were really like just regular, down-to-earth, common sense people. That has changed, y'all. The radicals now, MAGA are radicals. They can't even see themselves. They far left. That's why Dick Cheney ain't supporting them. That's why his daughter ain't supporting. That's why all the people ain't supporting them. Oh, you welcome, Bless Up Kev. All of you guys, thank y'all for the donations. Bro, Bless Up Kev, I promise you, I like this so much better. You know what I'm saying? Where you got Colin and you got my boy Brian. You know what I'm saying? They conservatives, but they not like MAGA conservatives. You see what I'm saying? So they're not going to get offended if I say something about Trump. And then, of course, Bless Up Kev, we know you guys won't get offended when I talk about Kamala. You know what I'm saying? VP Harris just had a bad week. She got the memo. She got the message. She came back rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? And she going to run her week this week. And on Monday, we're going to see what the numbers look like. Like I said, guys, I don't think I'm going to go live tomorrow, but I definitely will on Thursday. I thank you guys for the love and support. Those of you who donated to the channel, I love all of you guys. I promise. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Legal Wars podcast. Staying with me to the very end. If you guys hadn't liked the video, I ask that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, guys, and remember, we can agree to disagree. Let's love each other. Let's love our brothers, and let's just have a debate amongst ourselves like the founding fathers wanted it to be. That being said, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time, guys. I love all of you guys. Peace and love, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day.